A few days ago, the United States sent shockwave through the cricketing world when they beat Pakistan in the T20 match played in Dallas, Texas. Since then, many persons have been saying to me we cannot take any team for granted. I am telling you now that it will take a miracle and some for Uganda to even get anywhere close to the West Indies in this match. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live watch along of the West Indies versus Uganda in T20 cricket match live from the Providence Stadium in Guyana. Thank you for joining me, and with me to do the live commentary and carry us through this match in the live watch along is Andre Douglas. Andre, good evening and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Carlton, and hello to the viewers all over the world, wherever you may be. Looking forward to a very, very exciting match. I'm expecting West Indies to really step on the gas come against Uganda this evening.
Yes, Andre. Are you surprised that we are actually playing the same 11? Because I would have said that we are going to play the same 11. A lot of persons want changes, persons want Shamar Joseph, persons want Shea O, but the cricket doesn't play us like that. You have to give the players a chance to build their confidence and get some form in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agreed, And there's no change that is warranted. No one is injured. And with just one game played, we need to try to get, a set team to try to really get into, build momentum for the rest of matches to come. So there's no change that is guaranteed. So totally agree that we ought to go into the match with the same 11. That is what is being done.
Do you think that this is probably West Indies' strongest 11? Or at this moment, they think that this is their strongest 11? What's your view?
I mean, yes, I would think so. I mean, it's to me the toss up would have been between say Johnson Charles and Shea Hope, right? And Shea Hope, we know he has improved tremendously over in his T20 performances, but I still think that Johnson Charles is that as much of an X factor, and when he gets going, he can really cause havoc on the opposing team. So that's the only probably change I think, or the only person I think that you could flip a coin and say Hope in and Charles out. But apart from that, I think it's pretty much set.
Yes, me too. Earlier yesterday, after the training session of the West Indies team, there was a press conference. Ravmon Powell was expected to attend that press conference, but instead it was Roston Chase who attended the press conference. Now we're just going to play two clips from that press conference that Roston Chase attended. The first clip, here's Roston Chase.
The Ugandan opposition, having seen them play in the tournament so far, and what areas do you think the West Indies need to improve in order to ensure we overcome that opposition?
I just think that it's a World Cup, so you can't underestimate any team. But every team is as strong as any other team, so we just come in to play them full potential. But I just think for us, it's a case where we have to improve our dot ball percentage, especially in the middle overs. But I mean, the pitch is a difficult one that we played on in the first game. So I think it's a case where we just need to don't panic too quickly. Just try to stabilize the middle overs because we have a lot of power in the back end to kind of make up for it. So it's just a case where we just need to get a few singles more and ones into twos and stuff like that, and then just launch in the back end.
So, Andre, there's Roston Chase practically covering the bases that we expect. But what the question I want to ask, though, the question that was asked, I think it was asked by Dario Bartley, was Roston Chase actually laughing and say, can you really, it's like he was saying, come on, man, Uganda can't test us. What kind of question that? Even if we play at our worst, Uganda can't test us. That's why he was probably laughing. Did you get that impression Andre.
Is nowhere close to West Indies in terms of even putting up a fight against us. So, I think with a much stronger team, you'd have seen probably a more serious face from Roston Chase.
Yes, definitely. I really think that despite the upset, despite Canada beating Ireland, despite the United States beating Pakistan, despite Netherlands running South Africa close to them, well, Netherlands always run South Africa very close.
Yeah.
Despite all of that, I do not think that this match will be a close match. Ravmon Powell won the toss and he had no hesitation in batting first, and we have the same team going into this match. Would you have batted first, Andre?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I think we need to bat first and try to score as many runs as possible because I've seen Ugandan attack. It is nothing, nothing really special. And with our powerful batting lineup, I think we should look to score somewhere over at least 180 to 200. We know that the tracks are pretty slow, and it can pose difficulty for stroke players. It's not going to come through, so it might be a little bit of a challenge. But Ugandan attack is not a very very potent one, so we should still be looking to still score over 180 to 200.
Yes. Roston Chase was also asked about the reserve in the squad, and he was asked if those reserve are putting pressure on the players in the squad. I really do not understand where that question comes from, but it is good to know if that the reserve are there and there's a strong reserve we have. But I don't think that you should have asked him if those reserve are putting pressure on the squad. And if when he goes to bat, if he's thinking about them. This is how Ruston Chase replied to
Just
that.
focus on my game. I can't focus on who's on the bench or who's to come in or who may get an opportunity or who may not get opportunity. When I go there, just focusing on doing what is required of me at that point in time to help my team to get over the line in any game. So I just want to go there and enjoy the cricket and try to win every game for my team, and so that at the end of the tournament we can be the ones lifting the trophy.
Yeah, Andre, any doubt about he answered that question in the right manner, don't you think?
Perfectly said by Ross Chase. Why you asking Ross Chase about that? Ross Chase, his job, as he said to you, his job is to just focus on his game and try to do the best he can for his team. Everything else, he has no control of. So there's no need to ask Ross Chase about, if their reserve are trying to put pressure. No, his focus is to just, try and do the best he can for his team. Full stop.
Yes, and absolutely. And he also made this comment. This is Chase I'm talking about. Chase said, yeah, well, my game was always one. I could always rotate the strike and turn over the strike in the middle overs. But I think my game has evolved where I have been practicing to finish the game in the back end in terms of the power hitting and getting stronger and stuff. So I think that's what really helped my game to evolve. So that made me a better player. Andre, we have seen this from Chase, no doubt about it. He is now scoring at a much higher rate and at a much higher strike rate than he used to score before.
He just sets himself up to finish off games is really, really, really refreshing to see. And we always know that Chase is probably the best rotate of the strike. He plays very few dot balls in the middle, and that is so important now. A very important cog in the wheel for the West Indies in the middle, especially on these turning tracks. He's a very key man to have.
Yes, yes, we appreciate everyone that is here. Yusuf Greenwich is saying uh, he hope the West Indies team have been watching and see how the pitches are playing. They certainly would have been doing that. Why wouldn't they be doing that, Andre?
There's no reason why they wouldn't be doing that.
Yes,
Of course.
yes, certainly. And Andy Smith, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Blessing to you too.
Yes. Good evening, Andy.
Yeah, man. Let's hope Johnson Charles can finish the game in 5 overs. Just kidding. But that would be very interesting. It's just that we we won the toss and we are batting first. But
What
maybe it is right somehow. If Uganda was batting first, maybe we'd have bowled them out for 35 or so on. Andre, what sort of total do you think West Indies is looking for tonight?
I'm thinking they're looking for, anywhere between say 180 and 200. I'm just saying that, given the nature of the track, if I think if it was a much faster track, I think they probably definitely will probably look over some things in the region of 230, 240 thereabouts. But given the nature and how the track is played, I think that 180, 200 would be a very good total, and Uganda would struggle to even get to 100.
Okay. Philip Endesi is saying that Philip Hendricks is saying, I support your point of view, giving the guys the opportunity to settle down and show their skills about their true potential. West Indies all the way. Of course, yes, Philip Hendricks, that's it. You give the guys a chance. If they fail again tonight, no, that's a different question. But you need to give a guy more than one match. As I said in a previous video, if you drop someone after they fail once, and I'm just saying, calling names, say someone fail and you bring in Etmire for Rutherford. If Etmire fail the next game, you're going to bring back in Rutherford? Because that would be what you are doing. Because if Rutherford fail one game, because before he played against Papua New Guinea, Andre, he made 60 odd for the West Indies against Australia. So really and truly, it would have only been the Papua New Guinea game that he failed. You can't drop a man after they fail one game, Andre.
Absolutely not. Not at all. What I could understand now, if they move to when they move to a different venue, say what they're playing in Trinidad next. Say they move to Trinidad and they see that the track will be much faster, you'll be having a lot of bounce. I could understand if they, say taking Shamar Joseph for one of the spinners, because based on the nature of the track, you can understand that sort of selection in horses for courses. But to drop someone because he has failed in one game, no, I don't think that makes much sense.
Yes. So it's not drop, it's tactical. Instead of dropping someone, you are tactical. Just let me run through some of the commenters. The players are soon start, and I thank everyone for tuning in, especially those persons who are not watching the match and are depending on us to keep them up to date on what's going on. Because there's a lot of persons who are not able to watch the match. Please, we are asking you to slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button, and tell your friends about what is going on here, and so they can tune into. So I running through the comment. West Indies need to make 250, said Nilo, and get Uganda out in 10 overs. Andre, Nilo Alexander is definitely looking at the net run rate here.
Most definitely, and the fact that Afghanistan, they're way out front in net run rate. They have had two comprehensive victories. So, and I think that net run rate might come into play because we know that we have New Zealand and Afghanistan to play, and those two matches should be very, very competitive. So, net run rate we should have an eye on the net run rate. So try to score as many runs as possible. And even if we don't get to the 230 and so on, try to reduce the Ugandan batters to as low as a total as possible.
Yes, Christian Frecho Damo, good evening to you. Mari Sugar, good evening. Yes, we are feeling very confident tonight. Philip Hendrickson saying, I'm happy that we won the toss and bat first, put the runs on the board. I agree with you too. It's not here. You're not going to see the match here because we cannot show it due to copyright issues. Carleen Smith, welcome. How you doing, Carleen? It's a pleasure of you here, man. Carleen Smith, man, is one of my fans. She is there's a radio station in Jamaica nationwide that she's always in the chat, and sometimes we have spoken, we have posts. So welcome, Carleen Smith. It's good to have you here, man. Nilo Alexander is saying that, can you split the screen and show the match? No, we cannot do that. It's copyright issue, so we cannot do that. We'll get into big trouble. We'll need millions of dollars to do that, Nilo, but we'll try our best to keep you up to date. The game starters yet, just the players are on the field. They're going to start in a very, very short time. Changing a player for a failing one show lack of vision. Yes, Carlin, that's absolutely true. We got this tonight, Saint. So, Andre, I know that you will leave us now for the next 2 overs. Your final comment before you leave, because you, Andre, will be back with the commentary in the next 2 overs. I'll be doing the first 2 overs. Just go ahead, Andre.
Yes, I expect West Indies to come out all guns blazing. Johnson Charles, if he gets going and if he bats the first say five in the power play, if he bats on the power play, we should have a very good very good total at the end of the power play, somewhere in the region of say 60 to 70 runs. So let us see how it goes.
You're hearing me loud and clear. Thank you very much as we look at the start of the match. I hope I'm coming across very loud and clear. As we watch, reminding you that West Indies won the toss. Please let me know if you're hearing me, because I'm using this mic here and I hope you're hearing me. So just let me know in the chat if you're hearing me. So Ramjani to take up the bowling for Uganda. Good night, everyone. So he's going to bowl to Brandon King. Brandon King is going to face up for the West Indies first up. I trust that you're hearing me. They're doing the counting down now. Good night, everyone. Athena, yes, as usual, we rally. So Ranjani comes in now, bowl to King, and King drives back to the bowler, and there is no run. The score is, thank you very much, Christopher Nell. Thank you, Carlin. Melina, thank you. So let's watch now. Ramjani's round the wicket, the left arm spinner, bowl to King. King just eases this one down to long off for a single. West Indies is on their way. King off the mark. So West Indies won without loss after 2 deliveries, and the umpires are Kumar Damasina. He umpired last night also, and he had a very good match. And the other umpire umpiring with him is Rashid Riaz. So Riaz and Damasina are the 2 umpires. West Indies won without loss after 2 deliveries. Ramjani round the wicket to bowl now to Charles. He's in, bowl to Charles, and Charles right through Charles. The keeper failed to collect, and it will go away down to the boundary. Look like for 4 by. That was right through Charles. He came on the front foot. He's searching for the ball. It came back in. It was the arm delivery between the stump and the pad. Beat the keeper down to the boundary for 4 by. And West Indies move up now to 5. 5 without loss. Lovely delivery there by Ramjani. Charles opening up. The ball comes back into him. It was the arm delivery. And it goes down to the boundary for 4 by. Lucky there for Charles. Absolutely lucky. It came back in and he was beaten all ends up. So let's look at the field. There's a long off and a deep mid wicket. Those are the 2 fielder out. Ramjani comes in, bowl to Charles, and Charles drives. He didn't time it. It got the bottom portion of the bat. It sounds very woody. And it goes back to the bowler, and there is no run. 5 without loss, West Indies. Charles yet off the mark. King is on 1. As Ramjani comes in, bowl to Charles, and Charles is again beaten, giving himself room, and that again misses the leg stump. But this time the keeper was able to back it up with his pad, but it's a similar delivery. He's not picking the arm ball here. Charles is at sea at the moment. That one misses the leg stump again. Not all that close to the leg stump, but between the pad and the leg stump. Charles now faces up to Ramjani, bowl, and that one is short, and he's off the back foot. He punches it down to mid-off for a single, and Charles is finally off the mark. So at the end of over number 1, Charles is on 1, King is on 1, West Indies winning the toss and batting are 6 without loss. As I try to run through some of your comment, Barrett D saying, I hope you have a very good internet provider for the game. Jamor Smalls, yes, Barrett, I'm at the West Indies Media Hub, so therefore I expect the connection to be good. Yes, Jamor Small, that was a good ball. Dennis Allwood is saying, good evening, commentator. I'm hoping West Indies will score somewhere around 230, win this game. Yes, we are hoping so too. So thank you all for being here. I ask you now to slash a like on the video, click on that subscribe button, and especially those persons who cannot watch the match and are depending on us to bring them the updates. Wherever you may tune in and from, anywhere all over the world. We really appreciate you being here. So let's watch now as Charles is on strike. He's going to face up to Uwata. Uwata, the right hand fast bowler, bowl to Charles. He looks much more comfortable as he plays back down the offside of the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. The score remains at 6 without loss. So the West Indies starting 11: King, Charles, Pooran, Chase, Powell, Rutherford, Russell, Shepherd, Hussein, Alzarri, and Motie. That 11 should be just too powerful for the Ugandans. As we watch now, Kiwatu is going to run in the right hand fast bowler. He's going to bowl to Charles. There's a short third man, a cover, a mid-off, a mid-on. He's on his way. Bowl to Charles, and Charles swing, looking agricultural. The bottom portion of the bat, it goes down to mid-on, and there is no run. So Charles is really, really struggling here at the start of the innings. He probably just need to watch the ball a little closer. He's probably just lifting his head just too quickly, and he just need to watch the ball a little closer here. He's trying probably too hard to impress. He probably knows that he's under pressure, and he's trying too hard to impress. Kevin Robinson is saying, Kevin Robinson, support the West Indies to this match against Uganda. Finger red number 1. Keyuwata now, he moves in now to bowl to Charles. He's up. Bowl to Charles, full toss, and Charles drives it into the cover. Cannot beat extra cover, and there is no run. So it was a full toss, and he was unable to put it away. So it's a short third man, a backward point, a cover, extra cover in the mid-off. That's the field on the offside. Charles just not picking the gap. 3 made the deliveries in this over so far. Take your times, guy. No time for gun blazing yet. Okay, that's Jamor Small. And Mr. Casanova is saying that, Mr. Casanova is saying, spin right away. Wow, everyone in the world know our weaknesses, even associate teams. I want to tell you, the associate teams study us more than the full members, Mr. Casanova. Kiwata bowl to Charles, and Charles took this to the man at mid-wicket. Can't score. The score remains at 6 without loss. So 4 made the deliveries ball so far by Kayuwata, and this is good start here by the Ugandans. Charles was struggling. He has faced 8 deliveries thus far, and he has yet to score. So 2 to come in over number 2. So there's a backward point, cover, mid-off, extra cover, mid-wicket, mid-on, deep square leg, a short fine leg, and a third man. So that's the field. As he comes in now, Kiwata, there's some adjustment being made. There seems to be something just annoying the bowler. So Mr. Casanova is saying spin right away. As Kiwata comes in, bowl to Charles, he gives himself room and drives, cannot beat cover. Another that ball, he uses his feet, gives himself room, but just cannot beat cover. And again, Charles is struggling here to get the ball away. Is very struggling. Singles guy, get runs on the board. Yes, we need to do that. The champion is saying that if Charles can shock off the nerves, he will get a big score. The champion, we hope he does, and we hope he do so very quickly. So the 2 deep fielders are the long on and the long off. So there's a short third man, there's a backward point, there's a cover, extra cover mid off, and you have a long on and a deep mid wicket. Those are the 2 fielders on the boundary. Let's watch the second over, final delivery. Keyawata bowl to Charles, and Charles caught over the top down to the cover boundary for 4. So he's finally able to freeze arm there. The last delivery gave himself room. It was short, going just about over the stump, and he just cut it away over the fielder head down to the boundary for 4. At this time, we welcome Andre. Andre, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlton. So, actually here, it's not timing the ball, apart from that one which he hit over the backward point, over the cover area for 4. He has been, struggling mightily. So let us see how he goes from here. So at the end of over number 2, West Indies is 10 without loss. It's King on 1 and Johnson Charles is on 5. So it's going to be Brandon King that will face up. So West Indies going at 5 runs per over at end of over number 2. The captain is just making sure that his field is set. He's just being very meticulous about this. And it's going to be a new bowler. It's going to be Miyagi. He's going to bowl to Brandon King. The right arm medium fast bowlers coming into bowl to Brandon King. Pass umpire Rose King, and King is slashing that one through the covers of 4. Lovely shot by Brandon King. And there was Miyagi over pitching, and then there was Brandon King coming onto the front foot and driving that one through the covers for 4. Good shot there by Brandon King. And he moves to 5, and the score moves on to 14 without loss after over number 2.1. So it's going to be King again to take strike, to face up. And Christian is saying that, good shot indeed, the champion. Good shot indeed. That's right. Athena is saying, yes. Lovely shot, Athena. Miyagi bowled to King, and King is driving that one to the middle of here. They go through for an easy single. And King moves on to 6. Brandon and Chares comes back on strike. He's on 5 from 10 deliveries. So it is going to be Chares who's struggling a bit. Let us see how he goes. So West Indies is on 15 without loss from 2.2 overs. It's Miyagi to bowl to Johnson Chares, and Chares is trying to drive that one, and he beats him outside the off stump. It goes through to the keeper. The score remains on 15 without loss. Chares on 5 from 11 deliveries. And Chares is struggling mightily here. That was a good delivery though by Miyagi. Oh, it's a no ball. So it's a no ball here. Just going over the mark by Miyagi. So Miyagi will have to re-bowl that one. It's Chares to face. It's a free hit. Both to Chares, and Chares is hitting that one high, hard, handsome into the long mid-wicket boundary for 4. And there was Johnson Chares getting a chance to freeze arm, hitting that one over the mid-wicket area for 4 runs. He moves on to 9. And the score moves on to 20 without loss. Yes, a free hit there from Johnson Chares. He got a chance to freeze arm and make sure that he hit that one high and hard over the mid-wicket area for 4 runs. It's Miyagi, and he's going to bowl to Johnson Chares. Chares is on 9. He passes the umpire just about now. Bowl to Chares, and Chares is driving that one in the cover area. There's no run there. The score remains on 20 without loss. Chares remains on 9. And we see here that Brandon King needs 6 fours for 115 in T20 International. And Andre Russell needs a further 30 runs for 1,000 in T20 International. South Africa is the house. Big up. Okay, Rico. South Africa in the house. Big up, big up. Ball to Chares, and Chares is driving that one through the covers for 4. And there was Miyagi over pitching that one, and Johnson Chares just came onto the front foot and drove that one through the covers for 4. Lovely shot there by Johnson Chares. He moves on to 13. West Indies on to 24 without loss. 2.5 overs gone. And there was Johnson Chares just driving that one through the covers, elegantly through the covers. Great shot there by Johnson Chares. He moves on to 13. Welcome, Small. Shot, boy, say Jamor Small. Shot indeed. Chares faces Miyagi, and he's pulling that one to the backward square leg area. They go through for a single. That is all they'll get. So at the end of over number 3, the West Indies is on 25 without loss. Johnson Chares is on 14 from 15 deliveries. Brandon King is on 6 from 4. So West Indies just going a little over 8 runs per over at this point in time. So just to give you the starting 11 for West Indies: King, Charles, Pooran, Chase, Powell, Rutherford, Russell, Sherfane, Hussein, Alzarri, and Motie. It's going to be 5 extra so far in the 25 runs scored by the West Indies. Russ is such a beast. That is indeed so the champion. So it's going to be Kaiwoto to bowl to Johnson Chares. In bowl to Chares, and Chares is flicking that one to the mid-wicket area. There's no run scored. So it's Kaiwoto. Ball in the 4th over. Johnson Chares is on strike. Thanks, I'm here. We outside. Okay, with a ball to Chares, and Chares is hitting that one high, hard, handsome. It's going. Into the long on boundary, into the stands for 6. Brilliant shot there by Johnson Chares. And there was Johnson Chares just giving that one a mighty hit over long on area for 6 runs. Beautiful shot there by Johnson Chares. Yes, right to the champion. Power hit that right there. And that was a magnificent shot there by Johnson Chares. 88 meters. So the score moves on to 31 without loss. After over 3.2. Chares, he settles. He faces to Kaiwoto. He backs it and is driving that one to the man at the mid-off area. There's no run scored. Chares remains on 20 from 17 deliveries. The score remains on 31 without loss from 3.3 overs. Jackson is saying, where can I watch this? I'm not sure of all the media houses that's actually showing it, but you can certainly follow us here, but we can't show it because of copyright issues. So it's going to be Kaiwoto to bowl to Johnson Chares. He passes umpire now, bowl to Chares, and Chares is hitting that one. It's high in the air. It's going, it's going to be taken, and it's dropped. So it's dropped. So Johnson Chares live to fight another day. So there was Johnson Chares hitting that one high in the air, and they complete 3 runs. So 34 runs when West Indies moves on to 34 without loss. And there was Kaiwoto. He took some pace off the delivery. Johnson Chares tried to hit him over long off air. Didn't time it pretty well. It went high in the air, but the fielder did not take the catch. So it's going to be Juggernaut is on the move, says Athena. So it's 34 without loss. Chares move on to 23 from 19 deliveries. Brandon King faces to face. He's on 6 from 4 deliveries. So King settles. He waits. Bowl to, and he's driving that one to the middle of area. They go through for. Oh, that's a very, very dodgy single right there, but he makes his ground. Straight to mid off, and he took off immediately. And West Indies goes to 35 without loss. King moves on to 7 from 5 deliveries. He would have been a gone if that had hit. Okay. Jamor Small says, when the spin bowler comes, Chares shouldn't go on the non-striker's end. Okay, I get what you're saying. Kaiwoto to bowl to Chares. He faces Chares, and Chares is driving that one to the man at the cover area. There's no run taken. So the end of over number 4 is 35 without loss. Chares is on 23 and King is on 7. It's over now to Carter.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Andre. So the score is that West Indies are 35 without loss after 4 overs, winning the toss and decided to bat. Charles was just dropped now, and Charles got a life. Yes, Mr. Casanova is saying that live to see some more deliveries. Yes, he does, as it's Ramjani to bowl to Brandon King, who is on 7 from 5 deliveries. Charles is on 23 from 20 deliveries. Here come Ranjani, round the wicket, ball to King, down the pitch, drive it past the bowler, dead straight. He got a hand to it, but a fielder at mid long on comes around and field. And let's see if they got a second, or was it just, yes, they got a second. So King moves up now to 9. The score will move up to 37. So he was down the pitch. He didn't quite get there. Hit it in the air, out of the reach of the bowler, down towards long on, and they got 2. So Ramjani in his second over, he will be bowling to Brandon King, the left arm spinner. Round the wicket, ball to King, who gave himself room and cuts this. He found the gap on the offside and it goes into the extra cover boundary for 4. He just gave himself room and hit it sweetly through the gap on the offside, down to the boundary for 4. He moves up now to 13. The score now moves up to 41. 41 without loss. He just gave himself room and hit that sweetly through the offside, down to the boundary for 4. Athena is saying close. Yes, that run out was close. If they had hit, probably King would have been out. So that was a good shot by Brandon King, just giving himself room. His favorite shot, where he just gives himself room. Ramjani now will continue around the wicket to King. Is up and bowled to King, and King, he bowled him down the arm ball. He didn't pick it and he knocked back his leg stump. King goes bowled. Lovely delivery by Ramjani there. It came back into King. King looking to give himself room again, and he's out bowled. So King gone. West Indies lost their first wicket at 41 for 1. That one came back into King. It was the arm. It came off the pad. It came off the pad and hit the middle stump. Wow, unlucky there. It followed him though, but well bowled by the bowler Ramjani for following the batsman. He followed him. It came back off the pad and it the mega stump. What's the hell wrong with this fly, man? Get away. So King gone for 13 from 8 deliveries. That one came back in with the arm and he's out bowled. So King gone for 13 from 6 deliveries as Nicholas Pooran comes to the crease. So Ramjani there picking up the wicket of Brandon King. West Indies 41 for 1 after 4.3 overs. Yes, he was looking good, but he's out. Don't take the associates team lightly. No, we are not taking them lightly. If you have been listening to me, Jamor Small, I have been one person who have been saying anywhere right down to 20 are fairly competitive and can beat us on a good day. King gone. I spoke. Yes, really good ball. It was the arm ball. He followed him and he came off the pad and knocked back the middle and leg stump. And so the Ugandans are dancing. 41 for 1. Puran now to face up the first delivery to Ramjani. Let's watch the left-handed Puran. And let's see the field. There's 5 on the onside for Puran. That's a long off and a deep mid wicket of short fine leg. As he comes in now, he stayed over the wicket and Puran strokes this down to the offside of the pitch. And he field and there is no run. So he's staying over the wicket. We are in over number 5. 2 deliveries to come in over number 5. Puran just blocking that first one down back the pitch. As Ramjani now continues round the wicket, ball to Puran, and Puran drives, cannot beat mid-off, and there is no run. Puran is probably going to just take his time and look at today. He just don't want to give it away. I think West Indies already have enough runs on the board to win this match. I don't think Uganda will make 41, so there's nothing to worry about, people. Let's watch now. Puran will catch up. Don't worry about it. He's making sure that he got a feel of the pitch. Ramjan, the ball to Puran. It is high in the air. Let's see what has happened. There's a deep mid wicket on the boundary. Has it gone all the way? Yes, into the grass bank. Into the grass bank. It was high in the air and it sailed over the deep mid wicket into the grass banks. 47 now for 1. Puran is off the mark. He's up and running. So Athena, Nikki P, I got second. So Nikki P, I got second them. That's what Mary Sugar said. And Athena said, Nikki P. Thank you, Christopher Bristol. He's saying the great Mr. Brown and King Brown. How you doing, Christopher Bristol? So when this bust Uganda tail, yes, so that was a lovely shot by high into the sky, over the deep mid wicket, into the grass bank, and Puran is off the mark. So after 5 overs, West Indies are 47 for 1. Puran is on 6 from 3. Charles, who's on 23 from 20, comes into strike. Yes, Jamor Sumal is saying, Lord Puran, you pepper them. Yes, good to know that you're okay, Christopher Bristol. Charles will second now. Miyagi, who have been very good in the tournament so far, ball to Charles, and Charles hit this in the air, down towards long on. They're gone for one, they jog one, that's all they will get. The score will move up to 48. Charles moves up to 24 from 21. Puran and 6 comes into strike. There's very interesting about Miyagi. He is the bowler that have beaten the batsman the most in the tournament thus far. 46% of his deliveries have beaten the batsmen that he have bowled to. They have played at it and they have beaten as the girls are dancing in the stand. So Pooran comes into strike. I don't know what's wrong with this damn fly. It's bothering me. It needs to go away. I don't know who's sending it. Miyagi ball to outside the half stump. He tapped that. It goes through to the keeper who failed to collect. Dangerous shot. And once again, Miyagi is beating the bat. I told you, he is the bowler that has beaten the bat the most often in the tournament at this stage. And that one was to beat the bat again. Gerard Brown, welcome to the show. Greetings to all and good to be back in the chat. Lovely. Thanks. Happy that you are here. Estral Miller is saying, any team that play better will win a T20 game. Miaga comes in. Ball to Puran, and Puran hit this away high over mid-wicket into the stand again. So that's another 6. Wow, it's over the stand. That was short by Miyagi, and Puran was onto it in a flash, and he hit it away high over mid-wicket for another 6. So Puran dealing in 6s here. He moves up to 12. West Indies 54 for 1. So that was short by Miyagi. He looked to be trying to bowl out of the front of the arm, and it was short, and Puran hit it high away over the stand for 6 more. So Puran moves up to 12. Puran is on 12. Not it says Shooks not even 41. Well, no, not even 41. Big shot, man. 54 for 1 West Indies, and that's a win in total. 12 is Puran. So his seconds now as Miyagi, as he comes in now to Puran. 54 for 1. This is over number 6 in over the wicket ball to Puran, who tucked this into the onside to the man at mid wicket. They're looking for a single. It's not there. The score remains on 54 for 1. Puran just have to change tiny shoelace here. It seems that it comes pulled there. So Puran is on 12. Charles is with him, who's on 24. West Indies 54 for 1. 2 deliveries to go in the power play, as West Indies trying to win their second match of this tournament. Miyagi, who, as I said, is the bowler that beats the batsman the most in this tournament. He comes in over the wicket, ball to Puran. Puran taken on the pad, pitch outside leg, style for the peel, and there is no run. He was looking to swing it away again. The score is 54 for 1. 1 delivery to come in the power play, and Andre will join us again for the live commentary for the next 2 overs after this, as Miyagi to bowl the final delivery of the power play. Puran is on 12. West Indies 54 for 1 after 5.5 overs there. The match is being played at the Guyana National Stadium at Providence on the outskirts of Georgetown, as Miyagi bowled to Puran, and he tucked that to the fielder at mid-wicket. And so at the end of the power play, West Indies are 54 for 1. Puran is on 12 from 8 deliveries. Johnson Charles is on 24 from 21 deliveries. Several runs came off that over. West Indies are going at 9 runs per over after 6 overs. So at the end of the power play, West Indies are 54 for 1, as we welcome back Andre to take you through for the next 2 overs. Welcome back, Andre.
Carlton. So, good going by the West Indies here. 55 for 1, 54 for 1 rather, at the end of over number 6. So, Pooran is on 12 from 8 deliveries, and Johnson Charles is on 24 from 21. So, we're into the middle phase of the innings now. So, it's going to be interesting to see the approach of both Charles and Pooran as we go through this phase. So, it's Charles who will take strike. Let me see who the bowler will be. So it's Johnson Charles on 24 from 21. He's going to face Ensubuga. Yeah. So Charles settles. It's the off-break bowler Ensubuga to bowl to Johnson Charles. They pass the umpire now, bowl to Charles, and Charles is just on the back foot and hitting that one to the man at the short mid-on area. There's no run scored. The score remains on 54 for 1. And Subuga bowl to Charles, who's flicking that one to the man at the backward square leg area. They go through for easy single. Charles moves on to 24. Puran comes into strike. He's on 12 from 8 deliveries. So Ensubuga, the off-break bowler. Frank Ensubuga is going to come to bowl to Nicholas Puran. It's bowled to Puran, and Puran is on the front foot and just, tickling that one to the man at the cover area to go through for an easy single. The score moves on to 56 for 1. We're in over number 7. It is Frank Ensubuga to bowl to Johnson Charles. Johnson Charles is on 25 from 23 deliveries. Bowl to Charles, and Charles is driving that one to the man at the cover area. There's no run scored. It's well bowled by Ensubuga. So it is going to be Ensubuga to bowl to Johnson Charles. The pass umpire now, bowl to Charles, and Charles is hitting that one high, hard over the man at the mid wicket area for 6. And there was Johnson Charles. He swapped that one over the man at the mid wicket area into this for 6 runs. So Charles moves on to 31 from 25 deliveries. The West Indies moves on to 62 for 1 in over number 7. Just got it over the head of the man at the deep mid-wicket area for 6 runs. Bowl to Charles, and Charles is flicking that one to the man of the backward square leg area. They go through for 1. They'll come back for 2 runs, and that is all they'll be. That is the end of over number 7. At the end of over number 7, the West Indies is on 64 for 1. Johnson Charles is on 33. I think Nicholas Pooran is on 13. That's another good over there by the West Indies. And the champion is in big shot man. Good going West Indies by Cassie. Jamor Small saying, look like we're aiming for 200. That is, I think they're aiming for 200 too. Jamor Smalls, that is what we should aim for. Yes, man, we need a big score. Yes, we need a big score indeed. By Shug's variety. It's going to be, so Pooran is on 13 from 9 deliveries. Johnson Charles is on 33 from 26 deliveries. Let me see who is this bowler now. It's going to be Brian Masaba. The off-break bowler. He's going to come to bowl to Nicholas Pooran. He's on 13 from 9. Masaba around the wicket, bowl to Pooran. Pooran is down the pitch. He's just driving back to the bowler. Probably beating the flight right there. No run scored. Masaba around the wicket to bowl to Nicholas Pooran. Masaba around the wicket, pass umpire, bowl to Pooran. Pooran is on the back foot and he just plays back to the bowler. No run scored. Well bowled by Masaba. Pooran remains on 13 from 11. Come on, Pooran, says SU. Pooran settles. Waits for Masaba. Down the pitch. And he's hitting that one high, hard, handsome. It's gone. Into the long on air for 6. Lovely shot by Nicholas Pooran. And there was Masaba giving that one a little bit more air. And Pooran came onto the front foot, danced down the pitch, hit that one over the long on air for 6. Lovely shot there by Nicholas Pooran. And Jason Humphrey says good night. I believe when Dwayne Bravo sings song when West Indies into the World Cup. I'll have to get back to that one. So West Indies moves on to 70 for 1. Pooran is on 19. He settles. He waits for Masaba. He's Masaba around the wicket. Bowl to Nicholas Pooran. Bowl to Pooran, and Pooran is He's just hitting that one to the man at the backward square leg area. They go through for one. That is all they'll be. The score moves on to 71 for one. Pooran moves on to 20. Johnson Charles comes back into strike. He's on 33 from 26 deliveries. Masaba is going to bowl to Johnson Charles. He's on 33. The West Indies is on 71 for one from 7.4 overs. 7 runs scored from the 8th over thus far. So it's Masaba to bowl to Johnson Charles. Johnson Charles, he settles. He waits for Masaba. Masaba passes the umpire now. Bowl to Charles, and Charles is hitting that one to the man at the short fan leg area. There's no run scored. The score remains on 71 for one. Charles remains on 33. 1 ball to go in the 8th over. Charles is on 33 and Puran is on 20. It's Masaba to bowl the final delivery of the 8th over. He's going to bowl to Johnson Charles. Passes the umpire to bowl to Charles, and Charles is hitting that one and missed from outside the off stump. There's no run scored. At the end of over number 8, West Indies is on 71. Charles is on 33 from 28 deliveries. Pooran is on 20 from 18. It's over now to you, Carlton. Oh, Carlton, not there.
As you know, Charles missing out on 2 deliveries there a while ago that he should have really put away. And you know, so we expect as Puran drives this one down to mid wicket for a single, and the score moves up now to 72 for one. But Charles should have put away those 2 deliveries just now. So bad miss there from Charles. And Mr. Casanova one is saying that Charles got to perform in every match, because if he fails once, Guyanese, and as he turned that one through mid-wicket, they run for 1. The score moves up to 74 now for 1. Charles is on 34. Pooran on 21 comes into strike. Charles got to perform in every match, because if he fails in one, Guyanese, Bajan, and Trinis will be calling for him to get dropped, you know. And so, hello, SO, welcome to the show. Really appreciate you being here. And Angus Bess is saying, bowl to Puran, and Puran strokes this into the offside, and there is no run. So there's a short third man, a backward pointer cover for Puran. I pray and hope they win tonight. Let us rally around. We will, Angus, unless there's rain. Uganda won't make 73. So the 73 on the board is enough as Puran plays this into the offside. Soft hands. They go through for a single. 74 now for 1. And Babaliko is saying that West Indies versus Afghanistan will be a good one. And the good thing about that, it will be in St. Lucia. But do not underestimate the St. Lucian fast bowlers. As Subuga bowled to Charles, and he turned that into the onside, and there is no run. Good tight bowling here from Subuga, the off spinner, the 43-year-old off spinner from Uganda. Yes, he's 43. I think he's 44 before the tournament finished, and Charles drive that down to long on for a single. The score, he moves up to 35. The score is now 75 for 1. Puran is on 22. So at the end of over number 9, the run rate had fallen below 9. It's now 8.33, 75 for 1. And Subuga, as I was telling you, is the oldest player in the tournament. He will turn 44 very, very soon. He bowls right arm off spin. And in the match against Papua New Guinea, he bowled 4 overs, 2 maidens, 4 runs, 2 wickets, 4-2, 4-2. It was a brilliant performance from him, and he won the man of the match. I just still think we're going to make 200 though. 9 overs gone. Agreed. Should have rotated the score. Yes, that is true. You know, as this is a West Indies match going on, so we cannot talking about other players who are not West Indies players unless they are in that match. So we appreciate you being here, but we have to stick an agenda. We are not going to go there, right? Namarta, it's strictly a West Indies game. Afghanistan is a dangerous team. Yes, SO, we know it. And SO is saying, come on, Charles. It's 76 for 1. 9.1 overs have been bowled so far. So, Masaba, the captain of Uganda ball to Puran high in the air. Someone getting on there. That's a top edge. They took the catch. Masaba took it. Puran gone. Ball and caught by Masaba. It wasn't quite short enough for the pull. Puran was looking to pull it over mid wicket. It wasn't quite there. It got the top edge. It goes high in the air, and the bowler took the catch. And Puran is gone. West Indies lost their second wicket. Puran out. He was looking to pull that one. It wasn't quite short enough. It got the top edge. It flew high in the air. The bowler made the adjustment, took the catch, and Puran gone. West Indies lost their second wicket. So Masaba getting the wicket there, the captain of Uganda getting the wicket. Yes, and that's what happened. There were too many dots ball, and that put pressure on Pooran. Yes, and a lot of disappointment in the chat. Murray Sugar is saying no, Pooran. SO is saying no. Atina is giving us a long no. Mr. Casanova is saying we are in trouble. No, we are not in trouble, because there's no way Uganda is going to get the 76, Mr. Casanova. We're going to win this match, and 2 points is 2 points. Masaba is bowling well. He's bowling well. He's the captain. He bowled well also against Papua New Guinea. Ravmon Powell comes ahead of Roston Chase. I think Powell think that we need to step up the score a little. So thank you for being here, Namarata. Colin Cole, Masaba is saying that Colin Cole is saying that Masaba is good, and Bobby Liko is saying yes, it's time to go after it now. Yes, and Eris McIntyre, we're gonna win this one. So I don't think it's win or lose in this one. It's only winning this one. So Ravmon Paul comes to the crease. We are in over number 10. West Indies winning the toss and batting are 76 for 2 in over number 10, 9.2 as the West Indies captain walk out with his team at 76 for 2. So it's captain to captain. Masaba now comes in the right arm spinner, bowler full toss to Powell, who strokes this down wide of long on. The mid wicket comes to his left and field. They go through for a single, 77 for 2. It wasn't quite short enough, and it rushed him. It seemed like it just skid on to him a little. And so that was the situation, and it went high in the air, and Pooran was gone. Ball to Charles, and Charles swing this away straight to the man on the mid wicket boundary. That was a long up. He should have put that away. 37 to Charles from 33 deliveries, 78 for 2. We are in over number 10. 2 deliveries to come in over number 10. Mr. Casanova, Pooran needs to start making runs in T20 International more consistently, not only in IPL. I agree with you. Over the wicket comes Masaba, and that one comes off the edge and runs away down to third man. They go for 1. They feel a misfield, and they will get 2. That is why they should have run the first one hard. They would have gotten 3. So that was really sloppy from the West Indies. They eventually got 3, but if they had run the first one hard, the 3 would have been much more comfortable. 81 for 2. So that was off the outside edge. Powell, the bat stuck in his shoes. It come off the outside edge. The fielder come around from short third man. He didn't bend the knee as he should have done. He didn't bend at the knee, and the ball went under his hand and run very close to the third man boundary, and they got 3. Charles is on strike. Masaba bowl short, and again the same field again, misfield, and this one is going to run away to the boundary. It got there now. 4 runs to Charles. It was short. It's Dinish's name. It was short outside the off stump. Charles was on the back foot, cut it straight to Dinish at short third man. So he actually give away 6 runs there, because the one that ran for 3, it should have only been 1, and now that one was cut, and it went right through him. So we are up on the drinks break. It's a drinks break. Andre will be with you shortly, but I just want to go through a few things here so that Andre will pick up the commentary at the start of the 11th over. But during the drinks break here now, I'm just gonna say a few things as Andre come back on screen. Andre, what do you think about the West Indies performance so far?
I mean, I think that's, West Indies, I think they would probably take this, I think they would have preferred if Nicholas Pooran was still out there, but such is life, and such is the nature of this pitch. If you don't get your timing perfectly well, those sort of deliveries, I think that's skidded out onto Nicholas Pooran. There was no timing and he lost his wicket. But I think 81 for 2, we're very much poised to score at least another 100 runs to say, so to anything between another 100 and 110 to get us in the region of 180, 190, which would be a very, very huge total on this pitch.
Well, I definitely believe that we can get up to 200. I have no doubt that we can get up to 200, despite we not reaching 100 off the first 10. I think we're going to go harder in the back end and the power hitters to come. And I think that's why Powell come to the crease so early, because he knows that he needs a good total here. Because we have a winning total already. I would have said that on many occasions. West Indies have a winning total already in this match. There's no way West Indies is going to lose this match. It's just know how big we can win this match. As I run through some of the comments before you come and commentary, Andre, you have to take the customers' comment, the viewers' comments, Andre. Jason Humphrey saying, when Dwayne Bravo break a song for a West Indies team, that mean that West Indies team going to win the World Cup, because he's singing 2012 and 2016. So that means West Indies will win the third World Cup. Jason Humphrey, let's hope you're right, Jason Humphrey. We should have been at least 100 by now. Not necessarily Master Casanova. I would be happy if we were at 100 or even more than 100. But 85 for 2 after 10 overs. Uganda have not bowled that badly. They have bowled well. Okay, Powell put the metal to the pedal. Okay, Colin Cole is saying, but West Indies is my team. Yes, Colin, we are all West Indies fans. No, I think we all want the same thing there. Sometimes when we are harsh on them, we are hard on them, and we critique, but we all want the same thing. All of us want the same thing. But it's just a matter that sometimes we have to be critical, just like how we are critical of persons, even our loved ones. Sometimes we are critical. Esther Miller is saying that Charles will make 80. Well, I hope he make 80, but he doesn't take 80 ball to do it. Because he's just striking out about 120, and so he needs to step up that strike rate. As over just about, we soon comment. So let me read on David Selman. Yes, we are going to win this one. Atina is saying Uganda dancing. Yes, they are doing the African dance. As over to Andre to continue the commentary. Over to you, Andre.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlton. So it's going to be Suboga rather. He will bowl to the captain Powell. Weston is on 85 for 2. Powell is on 4 from 2 deliveries. So Powell settles. Faces Suboga. He fixed that one. It passes the man at the final area. It's running close to the boundary. Will he stop it? No, it's into the boundary for 4. So there was Ravmon Powell. That's flicking that one. That's actually tickling that one to the final area into the fence of 4. He moves on to 8. West Indies moves to 89 for 2 in over number 11. And Henry Bourne is saying Pooran is batting too reckless. He's not rotating the strike too many dot balls. Okay, Henry Bourne. Yes, he needs to actually make to do better for us. Henry Bourne. So it's gonna be Powell to face Suboga. He's back and he plays that one to the man at the long on air that go through for a single. That is all they'll be. The score moves on to 90 for 2, and Powell moves on to 9. And we're in over number 11. And Mikel is saying it's good to see Johnson Charles pass 30 runs at Providence. Very much, because we know that he has a very, very poor record at Providence. Suboga to bowl to Johnson Charles. He's on 41. And Charles is just driving that one to the man at the long on boundary. They go through for an easy single. That is all they'll be. Charles moves on to 42. Powell comes back on strike. He's on 9 from 4 deliveries. Suboga to bowl to Ravmon Powell. Pass the umpire. Bowl to Powell. And Powell is dancing. Gets onto the pitch and he's hitting that one. It's high. It's hard. Way over the long on boundary. Actually out of the ground for 6. And there was Ravmon Powell coming down to the pitch and hitting that one high, hard, over long on boundary for 6. Beautiful shot there by Ravmon Powell. The captain is on the go here. SO says 6. Jason Humphrey say, I want 210 runs tonight. That will make me feel happy. That will make all of us happy, Jason Humphrey. And I think if Paul bats anywhere into the say 16 overs, we will get close to that total or past that total. Ravmon Powell is on the go. He's on 15 from 5 deliveries. West Indies is on 97 for 2. Suboga is none for 26 from 2.4 overs. The champion says it's still going as we speak. Yes, indeed. That was a massive shot, the champion. Really massive hit by Captain Powell. Colin Cole said T20 by 2 is 200. 120 by 2 is 240. Okay. And that's 107 meters. The Suboga to bowl to Powell, and Powell is the very well bowled. Yorker let delivery, dug that out. Good comeback by Suboga. So Powell has actually hit the longest 6 of the tournament thus far, 107 meters. So Powell is on 15 from 6 deliveries. Oh wow, it's a no ball. A no ball by the spinner. That's a cardinal sin right there. So a no ball to Ravmon Powell. Suboga ball to Powell, and Powell is driving one past the bowler. He didn't time it pretty well. They go through for 1. That is all they'll get. Just a single. The score moves on to 99 for 2. Ravmon Powell moves on to 16 from 7. Johnson Charles is back on strike. He's on 42 from 35 deliveries. Weston is on 99. Ball to Charles. Charles is just flicking that one to the man up there. Wide, long on area. They go through for an easy single. And the West Indies 100 comes up in the 11th over. So at the end of over number 11, West Indies is on 100 for 2. Johnson Charles is on 43 from 36. Ravmon Powell, the captain, is on 16 from 7 deliveries. Pretty good going from Ravmon Powell thus far. And there's Roston Chase, looking a little bit pensive, waiting his turn to bat. So West Indies 100 coming up. So it's going to be Ramjani who will take the ball. So far he has 1 for 14 from 2 overs. Mr. Casanova is saying that Charles playing the anchor role tonight. Don't worry. And Jason Humphrey says that 666. Bring more balls, please. It's going to be Ramjani to bowl to Johnson Charles. Ramjani, the left arm spinner, orthodox spinner, around the wicket to bowl to Charles, and he's driving that one back to the bowler. There's no run scored. Charles remains on 43. Score remains on 100 for 2. Baboliko says that's a 12 by Powell. It was indeed a massive shot by Baboliko. Bowl to Johnson Charles, who's trying to hit that one. It came off the body to the man at the short third man area. There's no run scored. Charles remains on 43 from 38. West Indies is on 100 for 2. We're over number 12. Ramjani, the left arm orthodox spinner for Uganda, to bowl to Johnson Charles. He's going to come around the wicket to bowl to Johnson Charles. Passes umpire now, bowl to Charles, and Charles is driving that one to take the inner portion of the bat. Went to the man at the deep mid-wicket area just for a single. The West Indies move on to 101 for 2. Charles moves on to 44. Captain Powell is back on strike. He's on 16 from 7 deliveries. Doing a little bit of guarding right there. Powell. He taps his bat. He waits for Ramjani. Ramjani is going around the wicket to bowl to Powell. He passes the umpire just about now. Bowl to Powell, and Powell is just on the back foot, and just all he could do was just play that one to the man at the cover area. There's no run scored. Score means at 101 for 2. Really good bowling here from Ramjani. He has bowled pretty well thus far. Keeping Powell quiet. Ramjani around the wicket to bowl to Powell. And he's down the pitch and just driving that one to the man at long off boundary. An easy single take, and that is all there'll be. And Wilson, Manzi saying that seem like Chares is just rotating strike and Ravmon will be trying to push up the run rate. Yes, that seems to be the plan thus far. Chares is dropping anchor, trying to take us through, but through as many overs as possible. Ramjani bowled to Chares is missing that one. He doesn't score. So at the end of over number 12, it's 102 for 2. Johnson Chares and 44. Over to you, Carlton.
Thank you very much, Andre. So, is Darren Sammy tell Johnson Charles to play a Marlon Samuels tonight? He was out there during drinks break. I don't think so. I just think Charles is really, really struggling. The good thing though is there is on 44, but he has spent time in the middle. So hope now that he will kick on, and if he can get up to 80 like off 55 deliveries, it would still turn out to be a very good innings. And Colin Cole is saying 120 by 2 equal 240. So he's hoping that we get up to 240. I think that maybe is just about out of our reach at this time, but I think that we can still get up to 200. So Macaroni is the new bowler, the left arm pacer. Round the wicket, he bowls to Powell. Powell immediately said 2, and they will get it quite comfortable as that one was played short of the man coming off the mid-wicket boundary. The return hits the bat, but they did not go for a third. 104 for 2 now. 12.1 overs have been bowled so far. He just turned that one into the onside and immediately shouted 2. And SO is saying, come on, West Indies. Bernard Harper is saying, don't worry, 200 is on the card. I think so too. SO is saying that Charles missing easy ball. That is too. And saying, Powell, let's go. Ball to Powell. And Powell strokes this down to long on. The fielder will come right to the edge of the 30-yard circle field. And they go through for a single. The score will... This ball to Charles, and Charles played that one into the offside, cannot score. The score is 105 for 2. Niall Alexander is saying, I want to know what's going on in Johnson Charles' brain. Roddy Latu is saying, rally. Good, welcome to the show, Roddy. Good to see you here. Rally. That is so true. At that run rate, I'll say 190. I still think we're going to get 200. I still think they're going to turn it on, but Charles is definitely going too slow here. Maybe. He needs to turn it on. Nakrani, bowl round the wicket to Charles in the air, down towards long on. Let's see, the fielder comes in, took the catch, is out. Charles mercifully has been out, and the struggle is over. He got up to 44, but the struggle is over. It was a full toss. He didn't put it away. And so Charles gone caught off the bowling of Nakrani for 44 from 42 deliveries. And mercifully, it was full on the bat. He should have put that away. Poor shot by Charles. It was really a struggle. And it finally come to an end, mercifully for Johnson Charles. He got 44 though. There are still persons who are going to say that he needs to go faster. But importantly, he spent some time in the middle tonight, and hopefully by the team get to Trinidad tomorrow, then it will be a different thing by Wednesday. So importantly though, he spent some time in the middle. He faced 42 deliveries. Rutherford is the batsman coming in. So they are pushing Chase further and further down the batting lineup. I don't quite agree with it, but they are pushing him further and further down the batting lineup. Roddy Latu is saying that good time for Charles to out. He did enough. Let some fresh legs come in. Yes, and Atina is pointing out that David is saying that David Case is saying that Opes need to play. All right. It started already. Russell Rutherford should be now. It is Rutherford. And Christian is saying that pitch doesn't suit Charles as Rutherford face up to Nakrani. over the wicket, ball to Rutherford, and Rutherford looking to turn this into the onside. It goes back down the pitch on the offside, got the outer portion of the bat. The bowler fielding is followed through, and there is no runs. So Christian is saying that pitch doesn't suit Charles. And Jason will say it's time for the big party to start. Yes, there's some more that you just, it's like, let's watch Nakarani over the wicket, bowl to Rutherford, who turns it into the onside. They run hard for the first one. They're looking for two. Yes, they're going back for it now. They stop. For a moment, it looks like they were going back. At the end of the 13th over, West Indies winning the toss and decided to bat at 106 for 3. Just before I come to your comment, because I love to take your comment, especially that sometimes Andre seems to just not focusing on the comments. I hope that he get it going though. But you know, because maybe I have done this more, so I tend to be more focused on and get your comments. I will soon come to your comment, but I just want to say something here. It just feels like West Indies is stuck in first or second gear, and they are not going into fifth gear. And we need the team now to go into fifth gear. We need to see some fireworks. That is how it feels to me at this time. We are stuck in first or second gear. Kester Osborne is saying, I think them can rest Charles for the next game. Wendell Anthony said, Charles using up too many balls. Uganda is bowling well. They are bowling well as Masaba, the captain, comes back into the attack. But Myers is not there, so, you know, Myers is not in the squad. So, you know, let's stick with those. Masaba bowl to Rutherford. He's bowling round the wicket to Rutherford, and he plays that down on the onside, and there is no run. I say West Indies cannot take any World Cup team for granted. That is true. Providence is a 170 pitch. Roddy Latu is saying ball to Rutherford down the leg side. Let's see. White should be signal. Look, it seemed that it just, white signal, but for a moment they thought it just brushed the pad. So Rutherford here is trying to give himself a start here. So he's 1 from 3. So let's see now what as Masabi comes round the wicket to the West Indies left-hander. Is into Rutherford short, and Rutherford just open the face of the bat and guides it in the gap, in the offside, down to the fielder coming off the cover boundary. And there is 1 run. The score will now moves up to 108 for 3. 4 deliveries to come in number 14. At the end of the over, Andre will be back with you. David Case is saying, I think they are fearful of losing wickets. They shouldn't be, because the total that we have is going to win. And Nilo Anderson saying, Alexander said, Charles need to be on the bench now. It's time for chances. Let's open for it. Maya Powell drives through the cover, down to the sweep on the cup to 109. Powell moves up to 21 from 12 deliveries. Rutherford Audley Perry. Rutherford is on 2 from 2. They need to play the ball into the gaps and put away the bad balls. Yes, Audley Perry, I agree with you. Verde Fever, long time don't see it. Nice that you are here, man. Pitch look a bit sticky. It does, it does. And clearly, look at you can see, the tires on the cam there. Round the wicket, Masaba short to Rutherford, and he hit this away over mid-wicket for 6. It was short, and Rutherford hit it away over mid-wicket for 6. That's a bad ball, and he just hit it away over mid-wicket for 6. Good shot there by Rutherford. The score moves up now to 115 for 3. It was short by the Uganda captain, and Rutherford just pull it away high over mid-wicket for 6. Good shot there. The score moves up now to 115. Have we changed gear? Let's hope that this is a sign that the team has changed gear. As Rutherford seconds now. Masaba, it was dropped in the crowd. Masaba round the wicket to bowl to Rutherford, and Rutherford strokes this down to long on for a single. They run hard for the first one. The fielder comes in misfield, but they still didn't go for the second one as he kept the ball very close to him. And 1 more to the total, 116 for 3. 1 delivery to come. And after this delivery, Andre will be back with us after this delivery. 1 delivery to come now. 21 off 12 for Powell. Rutherford is 9 off 6. West Indies winning the toss, choose to bat. Final deliver for over number 14 is captain to captain, Masaba. Over the wicket, ball to Powell. Powell cuts, misses, the keeper collects, and there is no run. So after 14 overs, West Indies winning the toss and decided to bat first. They are 116 for 3 with Powell on 21, with him Sherfane Rutherford as that catch is seen clearly drop in the crowd. Yes, there's definitely too much that ball. Andre, over to you.
12 deliveries, and Rutherford is on 9 from 6. The score is 116 for 3. And let us see how if they. Yes, so it's going to be. Let me see who's going to actually take up. Yes, Jason Humphreys in too much dot ball. Yeah, some good bowling by the Ugandan bowlers here. Wendell Anthony saying glad he is gone, batting too slow, and that is Johnson Charles that he's referring to. So it's going to be Nakrani. He's so far bowled 1 over, 1 for 4, and Rutherford is going to face Nakrani. So Rutherford is on 9 from 6 deliveries. Rutherford settles. Nakrani left arm medium bowler, and he bowls to Rutherford, who swivels on that one, hit that one into the backward square leg fence for 4. And there was Nakrani dropping that ball short. Rutherford does rock back, hit that one to the backward square leg boundary for 4. He moves on to 13 from 7 deliveries. West Indies is on 100 and moves on to 120 for 3. And Nico Alexander saying West Indies need to go for it. Whether the pitch is bad or not, we have what it takes to make 200. Don't leave anything in the camp. We have Russ and Shepherd. And Nakrani bowls to Rutherford, and he just playing that one to the man at the backward point area. There's no run scored. The score remains at 120 for 3. Rutherford is on 13 from 8 deliveries. Captain Powell is on 21 from 13 deliveries. Rutherford is on 13 from 8 deliveries. Nakrani to bowl to Rutherford. He bowled the York collective. He dug that one to the man at the backward point area. They go through for a quick single. That is all they'll get. So Rutherford moves on to 14. The score moves on to 122 for 3. SO said, West Indies might not make 200. Yeah, it will definitely need some fireworks from here for us to get to 200. But, it's still possible. But they will definitely need some fireworks. Steve Russell said, runs. Yes, we need plenty of that. Powell settles. He waits on Nakrani. Bowled him, and he's pushing that one to the man at the backward point area. They go through for a single. That is all they'll get. The score moves on to the 122 for 3. Powell moves on to 22. Rutherford comes back into strike. He's on 14. So 4 deliveries gone from the 15th over. Jason Humphreys saying 200 is a target in the last 5 overs. Nakrani left arm in a bowl to Rutherford is hitting that one to the backward point, to the point area. They go through for a single. Rutherford moves on to 15. He's on 15 from 10 deliveries. The score moves on to 123 for 3. I guess Humphreys saying is that our target should be 200, but definitely not 200 in the last 5 overs. That would be some form of miracle right there. Powell to face to Nakrani ball, a full toss. He drives that one to the long off fielder. He gets off the boundary. The single is all he'll get. The score moves on to 124 for 3. That's a very good over by Nakrani. At the end of over number 15, Powell is on 23 from 15. Rutherford is on 16 from 10. The West Indies are 124 for 3. Yeah. Jace Humphreys saying last 5 overs, West Indies team is going to damage these bowlers. Believe that. Yes, I very much believe that indeed. We need to do some serious damage in over number 16. It is time for it's a happy hour time now. And Eris McIntyre said too much singles. I'm still saying 180. Yeah, 180 is still on, from say 30 deliveries. We can still make 180. So it's gonna be Masaba. Masaba to bowl his final over. Masaba is gonna bowl to. He's gonna be bowling to Captain Paul. Paul is on 23 from 15. Rutherford is on 15 from 10. So Masaba with his right arm off spin to bowl to Ravmon Powell. He passes the umpire now, bowl to Paul, down the pitch, and always, that's badly missed right here by the wicket keeper. And there was Paul coming down the pitch, beating all ends up, and the keeper missed something. That's a huge let off right there. He actually got an inside edge, but it was missed. A chance for run out, but it actually missed by the keeper. Well, Masaba to come to bowl to Powell. Pass the umpire, bowl to Powell. And he's driving that one, got the inner portion. No run scored. Good bowling here by Masaba. He saw him coming. He dropped the length of that delivery. And all Powell could do was to get an inside edge. No run scored from the first two deliveries. Masaba to bowl to Ravmon Powell. Pass the umpire, bowl to Powell. He bowls at one outside off stump. Wide signal. It's 125 for 3. Powell settles. He's waiting for Masaba. Tosses the ball from hand to hand. He passes the umpire now, ball to Powell. It's short, and he's hitting that one, and it's caught. And there was Ravmon Powell on the back foot, trying to hit that one over the cover area. Caught by the man on the edge of the cover at the circle, and Ravmon Powell goes for 23. 23 from 18 deliveries, and the Ugandans are dancing. And Jamor Small said, what a catch. That was a ripper. Yeah, he timed the jump perfectly well. So Ravmon Powell goes. Masaba gets his second wicket. The West Indies slipped to 125 for 4. We're in over number 16. So it's 125 for 4. In over number 16, I should think that it is Paul. I think probably like Russ might be coming out. Let me see. So 125 for 4 from 15.3 overs. Rutherford is on 15 from 10 deliveries. SOC Beauty. Yeah, that was a pretty decent catch. And it is indeed Andre Russell who comes out. He comes out to face the music of the Ugandans. Athena said, no, SOC, Masaba is good. He has bowled pretty good indeed. We can take nothing away from these Ugandan bowlers. They have bowled pretty well. On a pitch which is gripping. The ball is not coming on at all. Devon K said, these guys are pressuring themselves. I think it's not an ideal pitch for stroke play. And these Ugandan bowlers, they're bowling to their field. They're bowling, it's pretty ideal pitch for their type of bowling. So it's going to be Andre Russell that will take strike. He's going to face the music. He's going to face that of Masaba. And the umpire is pointing out something there to Masaba. Not sure what he's pointing out. Not quite sure what he's pointing out. It's going to be Russell to take strike. Yeah, so the fielder timed his jump pretty well there. See, Russell said West Indies having problems with the bowling. Masaba is going to be to bowl to Russell. And Russell is just tucking that one into the mid-wicket area. They go through for 1. That is all they'll get. So Rutherford comes back on strike. He's on 15 from 10 deliveries. The score moves on to 126 for 4. We're in over number 16. It's 15.4 overs. Masaba with his final 2 deliveries. He has bowled a good spell thus far. 2 for 29 from his 3.4 overs thus far. Rutherford settles. He waits on Masaba. Masaba around the wicket to bowl to Rutherford. He's on the front foot, and all he could do is just push that one into the cover area. They go through for an easy single. That is all they'll get. Rutherford moves on to 16 from 11. The score moves on to 127 for 4. The final delivery of over number 16, and coming to you, Carlton. Russell to face a final delivery. He settles. He waits on Masaba. Masaba to Russell. And Russell is just driving that one to the man at the long on area. They go through for a single. That is all they'll be. The score moves on to 128 for 4. Russell moves on to 2. Over to you now, Carter.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andre. As we approach the 17th over of the West Indies innings, 128 for 4 after 16 overs. Very, very interesting. You know, I saw someone saying that they're happy that Powell out. How can you be happy as a West Indies supporter that the West Indies captain got out? You're clearly not a West Indies supporter if you're going to say that you're happy that the West Indies captain is out. No one who's a West Indies supporter would be happy about that. As the Karani bowl to the right-handed Russell places out into the offside. They go through for a single. The score will now move up to 129 for 4. 16.1 overs have been bowled so far. Athena is saying pressure. Steve Russell, this is not World Cup batting. R&R dropping, the run rate dropping. I remember last year in the ODI World Cup, after Australia lost their first 2 matches, everybody was writing them off. You know, there's no World Cup that goes smoothly. It's a World Cup. You're going to have ups and downs, and clearly this pitch in Guyana is not playing as true as one was expected. Where's that Wilsonmans? Yeah, welcome Wilsonmans. Over the wicket, bowl to Rutherford, who strokes it into the offside. They go for a quick single, and the return comes in, and the West Indies batsman made their ground. Rutherford moves up to 17 from 12. Rossi is 3 from 3. 130 for 4 after 16.2 overs. Yes, Wilsonman, it was me, Wilsonman. Wilsonman, remember that. I hope when I get my predictions correct, Wilsonmans, you point that out also. It was I who said it. I remember, man. I remember. As Nakarani round the wicket, bowl to Russ, and Russ swings across the line in the gap between long on and mid wicket, but he cannot get more than one as the mid wicket came to his left field, send the return in. The score moves up to 131. So I remember that. And the Pooran is saying that's what not working the ball in the gap, creating too much pressure on themselves, having to go for the big shots. Yes, we need to be picking up more singles there. And Christian Fetchudam is saying, I'm putting it out there, Afghanistan and New Zealand trouble. No, I have said it long before. Over the wicket, bowl to Rutherford, who plays that into the offside. He didn't quite time it, but they got a single. He will move up now to 130. The score will move up to 132 for 4. The run rate is now 8. 160 is too many. It's far too many, and tomorrow a big match in New York. And I'll be right here with the watch along tomorrow morning, starting at 10:30. A big match in New York. That's Pakistan versus India. It's the biggest match in international cricket. Round the wicket, swings, misses by Russell. It goes through to the keeper. One delivery to come in over number 17. I hope Russell's back is okay. So Jamor Sumal is saying West Indies need to take a page out of Afghanistan book. Somehow, somewhere, they 2 runs and 3. They needs to run much harder because this pitch is not really conducive for stroke play. Nakrana bowl to Russell, and Russell cuts it away, beat the short third man, beat the backward point. He threaded the nigger down to the boundary for 4. Good shot there by Russell. That was the final delivery of the over. There was a backward point and a short third man, and Russell threaded the nigger. 136 for 4. He moves up to 8 from 6 delivery. Rutherford is an 18 from 13 deliveries. Lovely shot by Russell. It was short outside the off stump, and he waited on it, and he plays a unlike Russell's shot. It was a good shot, but why I say unlike Russell, it was timing instead of bull force. You can see him deliberately using his wrist to get the ball into the gap, and it runs away down to the third man boundary for 4. Good shot by Russell. West Indies 134 for 4 at the end of over number 17. So 3 overs to come. Russell is an 8. With him is Rutherford, who is an 18. Karen Paris, welcome to the show. What can I download to watch the cricket? No, it's on Willow TV, or it's on ESPN Caribbean Plus. It's on those stations. As Kayuta comes in now, ball to Rutherford, and Rutherford drives, mistime the drive. It goes to extra cover, and there is no run. 136. 136, the score remained 136 for 4. 136 for 4. What's the hell is this coming up here? I think Russ and Shepherd bat too low for us with the highest strike rate in the team, said Mr. Casanova. And that will spark a debate because there are a number of persons who definitely believe so. Athena is saying that the run rate is slipping. Yes, it is slipping. It is now below 8. Round the wicket come Kyoto, ball to Rutherford, who hits this away, pass backward point down to the boundary for 4. So it was outside the off stump. He was given the width that he deserved, he wanted, and he hit it away, pass backward point down to the boundary for 4, and that will push the score up now to 140 in over number 18. 140 in over number 18. It was outside the off stump. Rutherford got the width that he wanted, and he hit it away, albeit in the air, but wide off the field. A good shot down to the backward point boundary for 4. Rutherford moves up to 22 from 15 deliveries. Russ is an 8 from 6, 140 for 4. And thank you all for tuning in, especially those who are unable to watch it and are tuning into the live watch along here. David Case is saying that I don't West Indies player accustomed to running 2s and 3. I don't. Bold. Shepherd, Rutherford, bold. That pitched up and he's bold. What a delivery. Kayuta knocking back the stump of Rutherford, and West Indies have lost their 5th wicket. Rutherford gone for 22 from 16 deliveries. West Indies now 140 for 5. Lovely delivery there by Kayuta. It was a slower delivery. It yorked him, knocked back the mid and leg stumps. Good delivery. And West Indies have lost their 5th wicket. What a good delivery that. Yes, it was indeed a lovely delivery. Jamor Small. Steve Russell, it's not going to be a close match though. Nice delivery. Yes, it indeed was a nice delivery. Hood ball. What's that? Hood ball, that man. Mary Sugar is saying hook ball. Steve Russell is saying, oh my God. Okay, so Mary Sugar is again said, yes, nice delivery at Athena. Yes, indeed, it was a nice delivery. And we need not to worry. We have enough runs on the board. Uganda will not get 140, not against the West Indies. We're going to win this match. I know that there's some nervous person in the chat. But that was a lovely delivery. That's clearly not primary school bowling. That is world class bowling. That is world cup bowling, and they are doing justice to themselves. It's a bowling side, Mary Sugar is saying. And so the first delivery to Shepherd is blocked back down the pitch, and there is no run. 140 for 5. It was a good delivery. It was a slow ball out of the front of the hand. Oh, it was a lovely delivery, a peach of a delivery. What a delivery by. You have to give the bowler credit there, and they are pumped. They are doing justice, I'm telling you. And the Ugandans are dancing away at Providence. We do not see any West Indian dancing, but we see the Ugandans dancing. The coach must be a proud man as Kayuta comes into bowl to Shepherd. Over the wicket, ball to Shepherd, down the leg side, wide should be signal. The keeper failed to collect, so they will go through for 1. So 2 from that delivery now, 142 for 5 as the umpire signal wide. So what a good delivery that was. That one was down the leg side though. It was a great Yorker indeed. Larry Bell, well done. Please, yes, Athena, please hit the like button. I thank you all for being here. I really appreciate your company here. Thank you very much. as West Indies 142 for 5. We are in over number 18. 2 deliveries to come in over number 18. We're still going to get 160, 170, and that will be far too much for Uganda. Swings and misses. Rossi goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 142 for 5. It was pitched up. His head gone to mid wicket, and he just swung that big heavy bat of his. It misses. That was 138. That was touching closer to 139. They can crank it up. Kayuta is capable of cranking it up to 140. You have done so in the past. And he's capable. You can look at, as you look at the replay there, you see that Russell had gone to mid wicket. Marisa Wilson, welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. As Kayuta comes in over the wicket, ball to Russell, and Russell hedge down to third man for 4. He drives at that one. It peels off the outside edge and it goes down to third man for 4. 4 runs anyway. Good 4 for the West Indies. 146 now for 5 at the end of over number 18. So West Indies 146 for 5 at the end of over number 18. And it looks like it's a no ball. So yes, it's a no ball and it's a big no ball too. So definitely you'll have to bowl back that one over. And it edge away down to third man for 4. So Keuta would need to bowl another delivery. Clearly, no ball. Bad miss there. Although it appears that he doesn't realize what's going on. You need to take off your hat to bowl the next delivery. He still has on his hat. He's perplexed. He's in a trance. He doesn't know what is going on. We need to look at that. I need to take a closer look at his elbow there. Let us take a closer look at his elbow when he bowls the next delivery. Nothing wrong with the wrist. Remember, I always told you, you can do anything with your wrist, but the elbow must remain straight. Let's watch his elbow as he runs in this time. I will need to take a good look at that elbow. 147 for 5. Russ is on 12 from 8. Kayuwata runs in now to bowl to Russell. Full toss above the waist. Is that another no ball? He's appealing. That was a full toss. Was it above the waist? Sorry, it hit him in his fumble jewel. Was it the fumble jewel? Seemed to be in the leg by, so that probably was on the fumble jewel there. The score at the end of over number 18, West Indies winning the toss and decided to bat their 148 for 5 with Andre Russell. He's on 12 from 9 deliveries. Romario Shepherd is yet to score. He has only faced 1 delivery as we welcome back Andre to the commentary. Welcome back, Andre.
Yeah, thank you, Carlton. So that was a mixed bag there by Kayuta. Yeah, very interesting, as you should say, about his elbow. I was paying a bit of attention too, you know. You look a little bit suspect, but we'll pay that some more attention. So West Indies need some runs right now by Marisa Wilson. Yes, I think anything we say 160, 170 still on the cards, So let us see what will happen in the next 2 overs. Russell is on 12 from 9 deliveries. Shepherd is yet to score. It's going to be Miyagi to bowl to Andre Russell. Miyagi is none from 22 from his 2 overs. He will bowl his final over. He's going to bowl to Andre Russell. Russell, he settles. He waits on Miyagi. Miyagi pass the umpire and bowl to Russell. Oh, beautiful Yorker right there. He dug that out, but that was a beautiful Yorker, and they went through for a single. Really well bowled by Miyagi. Good Yorker, young man. Uganda has bowled wonderful. That's by David Case. Jamor Small say Russell wants to hit. Okay, Donald Page. So good night, Carlton Brown. Good night to you, Donald Page. Mr. Casanova said Guyana president sitting in soft sofa seat. Okay. So Shepherd faces a ball and he's just driving that one to the man at long on area. They go through for 1. They come through for another run. So 2 runs it is. So Shepherd is off the mark. The West Indies 150 comes up. It's 151 for 5 from in the over number 19. Good Yorker, says Jamor Simmons. Yeah, they have been actually bowling some pretty decent Yorkers. The Ugandans. They've bowled pretty well overall, So they must be given credit for the way they have bowled. It's Miyagi to bowl to Shepherd. Both Shepherd and Shepherd gets a full toss. He's driving that one to the wide long off area. The fielder comes around. They go through for one. They come through for two. And the score moves on to 153. Shepherd moves on to 4. Randy Williams say, good chance for our bowlers to go out and execute our bowling plans. Yeah, good chance. And and with this sort of pitch with 3 spinners, we should do pretty well. I really don't see the Ugandans getting up to 100 if we bowl pretty well. Miyagi bowled to Shepherd wide, and he's hitting that one at the backward point area. They go through for a quick single. No, it's actually a dot ball. They actually, no run scored there. The score means on 153 for 5. Shepherd, he settles, he waits. Miyagi to bowl to Romario Shepherd. Shepherd, he settles and waits for Miyagi to bowl. Pass umpire a ball. Oh, that's a Yorker delivery, which is dug out to the man of the and on the wide long on area. They go through for 1. That is all they'll get. So very good over thus far for Miyagi. What, 4, 5, 6 runs coming from it with 1 delivery to go. 154 for 5 in over number 19. Really, really good bowling here by Miyagi. So Russell comes into strike. He will face the final delivery of over number 19. He's on 13 from 10 deliveries. So say another Yorker for a single. Bowl to Russell, another Yorker delivery, dug out to deep middle kick area. A single is all they'll get. The score moves on to 155 for 5. Russell moves on to 14 from 11. Shepherd is on 5. The final over coming up for the West Indies. So pretty good going by the Ugandan bowlers. They have bowled pretty well at the death. Some really good Yorkers. The West Indies have they have really managed to keep the West Indies in check. So let us see how many runs the West Indies will get from this final over. So Russell will face the bowling off. Let me see who will bowl the final over. Jamor Small say, we should have more runs on the board, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm sure we have more than enough runs to defend. I don't think, and it's Kawuta which will bowl the final over. He's going to bowl to Andre Russell. He passes the umpire now, bowl to Russell, and Russell is driving that one over the middle, the cover area for 4. Over pitch delivery, and there was Russell coming onto the front foot, over extra cover area for a beautiful shot into the fence for 4. Lovely shot there by Andre Russell. So there was Coyote over pitching, and Russell coming onto the front foot, and he's hitting that one right over the cover area for 4 runs. Lovely shot by Russell. Jason Humphrey says, I will settle for any score what they get. Very much so. And I think that this is far. That I think is a very, very good total. And there's no way Uganda should get nowhere near to this total. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this pitch? It's a very, very slow pitch. Neil Alexander. Coyote to bowl to Russell. Pass on by bowl to Russell. Yorker let delivery. Well bowled again. Very good Yorker. Really well executed delivery. This young man is bowling pretty well. Yes, although his actions seemed a little bit dodgy, but he's executing those Yorker deliveries pretty well. Uganda is bowling very well. Let us give them credit, says Wilson Smars. Yes, we have to give them credit. They have bowled pretty well. So 4 deliveries to come in the West Indies. West Indies 159 for 5. Russell is on 18 from 13 deliveries. He settles, he waits. Coyote bowl to Russell. Yorker delivery, which is dug out to the man at the backward point area into the fence of 4. And there was Coyote bowling a Yorker delivery. Russell digging that one out to the backward point area into the fence for 4 runs. The score moves on to 163 for 5. 3 deliveries to come. Russell is on 22. Shepherd is on 5. Another Yorker says SO. Yes, really good delivery, but very well played in the backward point area by Andre Russell. Really well played. And David Casey, give credit to Ugandan bowlers. Oh yes, we have to give them a lot of credit. Pretty good bowling by the Ugandans, right? Paradise, do you think we're going on to win this game? Almost definitely. Russell settles. He waits on Kyoto. It's always a wide delivery there. He will have to re-bowl that one. The score moves on to 164 for 5. 3 deliveries still to come. Russell still remains on 22. So it's a man on the deep point boundary. Long on, long off, deep mid wicket. Kawuta to bowl to Russell. Kawuta bowl to Russell, and he's edging that one to the man at the third man boundary for 4. And there was Russell flashing at that one, past the keeper, past and into the third man boundary for 4 runs. And the score moves on to 168 for 5. 2 more deliveries to come. And Marlon Miller said, these guys look like they are chucking, or is it just me? This particular bowler, his action seems a little bit dodgy to me. So 2 deliveries to come. Russell is on 26 from 15 deliveries. He settles, waits on Kayota. He passed umpire and both Kayota. And Russell is striking that one over the third man area into the third man boundary for 4 more. So 4 more runs by Russell. The score moves on to 172 for 5. And this is a very, very good last over by the West Indies. 172 for 5. Russell moves on to 30 from 16. So far, 17 deliveries come from the final over thus far. Really good going here by Andre Russell. And James Valentine says our starting bowling order was very poor. I think the top order should have been more aggressive. Or starting batting order, was very poor. So it's the final delivery coming up. West Indies, I think, this is more than a winning total, 172 for 5. Very, very good total and a very, very sluggish pitch at Providence. Russell waits for Coyote, and he's really good Yorker delivery. They come through for a bye. That is all they'll get. So at the end of the innings, West Indies are finished. They got up to 173 for 5. Russell is not out at 30 from 17. Shepherd is on 5 from 5. That is the end, Carter.
Yes, Andre, I think overall this was a good effort from the Uganda's bowlers. It's definitely a tacky pitch, but although it's a tacky pitch, they still had to hit the right areas, and they did that. I think West Indies played well, and to get one, you might say 173 against Uganda. We must remember that Uganda bowled their last 5 overs against Afghanistan for only 36 runs. Once Uganda made that adjustment, despite the rollicking start that Afghanistan got then, Uganda bowled their last 5 overs for 36 runs. And we saw what they did against Papua New Guinea, and they came out here again and they execute. And it's not name, it's the execution, and they execute brilliantly. And the pitch was a little tacky, and I want to give the Uganda's credit for their bowling. Definitely, it looks like Kayota is elbow doesn't quite look straight. I saw Marlon Miller saying it. I saw your son, Michael Douglas, saying it. I saw Mr. Casanova saying it. Persons in the chat are picking up on this also, that the elbow not quite straight. But this total, I think, is a very, very good total. I love the innings that Russell played. It wasn't one of those bull force innings that we used to Russell playing, but it was a more controlled innings, a lot of delicate strokes. Andre, what do you think? Or you sum up the West Indies innings?
Yeah, I do believe it was a really good effort on the part of the West Indies. They summed up the conditions quite well, and they played according to the condition, right? Even just Chares, he played quite within himself, and the batters played according to the condition. And at the end, I thought it was a good effort on their part, and it's a very, very good total given the condition, given the situation. So, all in all, really well done by the West Indies. Good bowling by Uganda. Take nothing away from them, but West Indies played well, and I think this is a very, very good total. And I really expect West Indies to restrict the Ugandan for under.
Thank you very much, Andre. Definitely we'll join you for the start of the Uganda innings. So we look forward to you joining us then. In the meantime, we are just going to show you some scenes from Barbados. These are some scenes from Barbados. I hope that you will enjoy it. It could have been better, but just enjoy these scenes. I didn't really plan it. I just took out my phone and just record these scenes.
Raise your hand if you're ready and willing. If you know it's time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time.
Yes, Andre, welcome back. Andre?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, man. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that
Are
girl
you hear me now?
in the blue, what you call it, blue bath suit, she a work, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, those are still scenes from Barbados earlier today. Just before, well, not really just before, because I guess if I'd, it was about 2 hours before the start of the match, so the place still was busy at that time. Maybe I would have more images if
Right,
I'd
right.
arrive at the ground. Yes, but those are scenes. What do you expect from Uganda in this innings? In the innings?
Um, what do I expect from Uganda? I think they're probably try their best to be aggressive, to play some stroke, but I doubt they're not going to find things to their liking. So I really expect them to struggle and to struggle mightily, especially against our slower bowlers.
Yes. Adrian Price. I mean, was I naughty to take the images? There were images out there, or did I say something? No, it's the culture. It's there. I mean, how is it not naughty? I mean, humans are sexual beings, Adrian Price. We are. Animals are sexual beings. So there's nothing naughty about the lady expressing herself. That's what we do as human beings. As Hussein is it that is going to take up the attack for the West Indies. So Hussein will bowl. So Andre will join us a little later. In 2 overs time, Andre will join us as Hussein is going to start now for the West Indies. He's round the wicket. There's a slip. He comes in bowl, beaten outside the half stump. That one turn. Immediately you see the difference in class. If you think the Ugandans were bowling well, look at that ball go from Hussein. It pitched out just on about middle and half and missed fifth stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. Mukasa is the opener. Round the wicket comes Hussein. Ball. He went for a reverse sweep. Suck at the pad. Loud up in leg before out. Gone. Why did he play that shot? That's so disciplined and disrespectful to the people of Uganda who are supporting him. Oh, he's out leg before and West Indies pick up their first wicket. He went for the reverse sweep and was out leg before. Not good at all. I'm not enjoying this indiscipline. He should not review it. He should get off the field. Why are you playing that shot? It was the arm ball, the first one turn across the missed fifth stump, but then Hussein bring back that one in with the arm and he was out. That was going to crush into the middle of middle stump. And so West Indies got their first wicket. Musaka gone, ducks. And I think, is this his third consecutive ducks? I need to check it, but I believe that it is Raja Muskasa third consecutive ducks. I'm going from memory here. Michael Douglas will check and tell me very shortly. Was this his third consecutive ducks? Poor shot. It's Onokoza is saying that man of culture, yes man, man of culture. Oh, Hussein strike, yes he does. With the second delivery, it came back in and he just knocked that, hit him on the pad. That would have hit the middle stump halfway. So the new batsman is Obuya. Obuya is the new batsman and Senzazi opened the innings with Musaka. So Robinson Obuya is the new batsman. Hussein comes in now. Round the wicket to bowl to Obuya. And that one comes back in with the arm again and he plays it to Powell, who's at a short extra cover there, right on the drive. Good start here by Hussein. As he comes in now to bowl to Obuya. Round the wicket, bowl to Obuya, and come back off the inside edge. He's aiming a big drive through the offside. He got the inside edge onto his pad, and there's no run. Good start here by Akeal Hussein. Comes in now. Obuya seconds. Hussein comes in round the wicket, ball to Abuya, and that's one pitched up and it drives. He pierced the gap. It's going to run very close to the boundary. It got there now and it's 4 runs. So that was over pitched by Hussein, and he drives off the outer portion of the bat. You wouldn't say that he timed it all that quite well, but it pierced the gap between short third man and backward point, and it goes into the boundary for. He probably timed it better than I thought. Looking on the replay, well played. Abuya, Hussein again. Round the wicket to Abuya and beaten outside the half stump. It just turned across him. It pitched on about 4 stump and turned to about 7 stump after 1 over. Looking to get 173 to win. 174. I think West Indies made 173. Uganda are 4 for 1. Jamo, he needs a pound for his ducks. Is it the 3rd consecutive one? Thank you. Thank you very much. My mind was telling that Uganda is not a match for West Indies team. They're just learning how to play cricket. Jason Humphrey, that's what I've been saying from about 3 days now. It will take a miracle and some for Uganda to beat the West Indies. Hussein bowling good as usual. Jamo small. Thank you. 3rd consecutive though. Thank you for confirming, Michael Douglas. I appreciate it. I thought that it was Romario Shepherd who usually gets a wicket early in his innings. Also, often Shepherd get a wicket at Providence in his 1st or 2nd over. So there's a 3rd man, there's a slip. He comes in bold to Caesar, who got the inner portion of the bat, and it goes down to short fine leg for none. So that's Cizazi is the batsman name. Inner portion of the bat, it goes down to a short fine leg. That one was crashing into the middle of middle. Wow, it's umpire's call. Wow. I thought it was much straighter than that. It was umpire's call. Wow. Let's watch Shepherd as he comes in now. Cizazi. Ball to Cizazi, pull this away, down backward of square leg into the boundary. No, the fielder comes across, misfield. Poor effort there. Was it Hussein? Poor effort there. Goes into the boundary for 4. 8 for 1 Uganda in over number 2. So you pull that away. It was short by Shepherd. And Cizazi just pull it away, down backward of square leg. The fielder comes across. Should have fielded. Lazy effort. I think it is Hussein. Let's see. Or is it Motie? It's Gudakesh Motie. Who's that? I don't quite pick up the field. Okay, someone will tell me, please. Rutherford ball, and he swings it in the air, out caught at mid-on. So as I said, Shepherd usually picks up a wicket in his 1st or 2nd over at Providence. It is normal. So a 4-run out, 8 for 2. This match should finish very, very quickly. He's looking at his bat, but his poor techniques. He just cannot bat. So his poor techniques and he's out. They're a very good bowling team, but we have seen they have struggled to make runs. And that one, he was looking to hit it over the top. Missed time, it lobbed to Joseph at mid-on, and they have lost their 2nd wicket. So Cizazi gone, and that name is too hard to pronounce. So I'm very glad that he out, because that name is very hard to pronounce. Gone for 4, caught by Joseph at mid-on after bowling of Shepherd. And so David Case is saying, I'm certain West Indies is going to bowl in discipline. Well, yes, another one is gone, Jerome Smalls. And we are really just running through this bowling, this batting lineup. So the new batsman, I've not yet seen the name of the new batsman. So Shepherd, and giving up a 4. Ramjani, who opened the bowling, is batting at number 4. So Shepherd giving up a 4 and then getting a wicket with his next delivery. Uganda 8 for 2, replying to 173 made by West Indies. Definitely, you would recall when they were 41, I was saying that is probably. Thank you, man. You're swelling my head, Lyndon Casey. Definitely. Michael Douglas is saying that these guys should not pass 50. Yeah, you remember when West Indies was 41, and I was saying the same thing, that 41 was enough. You know, easy. I mean, also, No, I just go with the flow, man. I just go with the flow. Lyndon Casey, thank you. You're swelling my head. And please remember to slash a lot Shepherd, Bowl to Ramjan, who clip this away down to find like for a single. The score move up to 9-2. And please remember to support the channel. This link is running across the bottom there for you can support the channel. Don't forget to support the channel. You can use whatever method. You can use PayPal, you can send me an email and we can arrange something. Or if you're in Jamaica, you can use NCB Bank. So support the channel. It's very important that you support the channel. All right. Good to know. Nilo Alexander. Bowl them out under 10 under 10 overs. Yes, that would be good. We'll have a early night because we have a match tomorrow morning where India play Pakistan, and we'll be here live with the watch along for that one. Shepherd over the wicket, ball to Abuya. That one was hard length into the pitch. They go through for a single. The return comes in backed up in the onside, and there is a single. 10-2 with one delivery to come in over number 2. Good work there by the West Indies. Good cricket all over. I am telling you that West Indies is a good team. So we just have to do the homework with New Zealand and Afghanistan. Leave to go. I definitely think so, Jason Humphrey. I would have said it earlier. I think that is Afghanistan and West Indies going through. I think so. Michael Douglas now is saying that Alzarri just need to come in and bowl straight at 140 plus and knock them over. Shepherd bowl to Ramjan, who drives into the cover, and there is no run. So at the end of the over, Uganda looking to get 174 to win. They are 10-2 after 2 overs. Abuya is on 5 from 5. Ramjani is on 1 from 2 as we welcome Andre.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlton. So West Indies is very much as it's under control. So Abuya on 5. Yeah, so it's going to be Akeal Hussein who will start his second over, the third over of the Ugandan innings. So Abuya on 5 from 5 deliveries and Ramjani on 1 from 2 deliveries. So we know that the Ugandan batting lineup is nothing really special, nothing to write home about. Akeal Hussein around the wicket, bowled Abuya, and is driving that one to the man at the deep mid-off area. There's no run scored. The score remains on 10-2. Akeal Hussein, he rubs the ball vigorously. Abuya, he looks around. He settles. He waits on Akeal Hussein. Akeal Hussein around the wicket to bowl to Abuya. Pass the umpire now. Bowl to Abuya. Abuya is back and it's a loud appeal. It probably might have been an inside edge through to the man at the short fan area. They go through for a single. Let us wait on the umpire. So definitely an inside edge. And Nick Alexander is saying that New Zealand team is not really informed. West Indies needs to take advantage of that. Afghanistan would be a challenge. Indeed, Afghanistan will indeed be a challenge. So an inside edge to the short fan area. The score moves on to 11-2. Ramjani comes into strike to face Hussein. Hussein pass umpire and he's sweeping that one. He misses and it goes through to the keeper. And Puran collects. And there was Ramjani trying to sweep, missed completely, taken by the wicket keeper Puran. Akeal Hussein and Jamdor Small saying Afghanistan have bravo. That is correct. And he's sweeping that one to the backward square leg boundary for 4. And there was Ramjani sweeping Akeal Hussein into the backward square leg boundary for 4. The score moves on to 15-2. Yes, Ramjani moves on to 5. It's going to be Akeal Hussein to bowl to Ramjani. Ramjani settles. He waits on Akeal Hussein. He passes Hussein, passes umpire now, bowl to Ramjani, who's just covering that one up back to the bowler. And the bowler throw the ball to the wicket keeper. There's no run scored. Score remains on 15 for 2. Akeal Hussein, 1 from 9 from his 1.5 overs. Ramjani settles. He waits on Akeal Hussein. Hussein passed the umpire now. Both Ramjani is sweeping that one. He's taking his lot appeal for LBW. He's gone. Trying to sweep that one, missed completely. Ramjani goes and Uganda step further into trouble. 15 for 3 at the end of over number 5. At the end of over number 3, they're contemplating to take the DRS, but he goes. He will not. He knows that he's pretty straight. So Ramjani goes for 5. Hussein gets his second wicket. West Indies, Uganda steps further into trouble at 15 for 3 at over number 3. And David Casey saying, can't remember seeing West Indies sweeping when they were batting. No, they didn't sweep much. And West Indies on the whole, they don't play the sweep shot a great deal to So and this pitch with the ball keeping low, the ball turning, I don't think the sweep shot is probably the best shot to play, to be honest. So there's a straight ball from Akeal Hussein. He missed and you hit. SO said Afghanistan has nothing to lose and they are technical, which make them the wild card. I think Afghanistan bowling has, Afghanistan team has one of the better bowling attacks in the tournament, period. Jamor Small says, give them the West Indies dance now. Very much so. Yeah, the Ugandans dance each time they took a West Indies wickets. So the new batsman is Kenneth Waswa. Or Kenneth Waswa. Rather, Kenneth Waswa is the new batsman. He's going to face, so it is going to be Kenneth Waswa too. He has 150 in his international career. It's Andre Russell to bowl to Abuya. And the boys ball. Beautiful delivery. There was Andre Russell's first delivery. Bowling to Abuya. Ball him all ends up. Beautiful delivery there by Andre Russell. So Uganda slips further into trouble at 15 for 4. Love the delivery there by Andre Russell. I like how West Indies is appealing to the umpire, the energy, convincing the umpire to go their favor, whether it's out or not. Indeed, that is the case. Really well bowled there by Andre Russell. So the Ugandans now are 15 for 4 in over number 4. The first over bowled by the first over of Andre Russell. David K said, these names pronunciations, indeed, they're a little bit tricky to pronounce, David. So it's Ali Shah who's the new batter. Ali Shah is gonna face Andre Russell, was taken a wicket with his very first delivery. It is gonna be Ali Shah to face Andre Russell. He takes his guard from the umpire. He's gonna face Andre Russell. Andre Russell at the top of his mark. To face the music is Ali Shah. He has 450s in his career with a best of 98. So, he's with a decent average of 33. So, he's quite a competent batter, it seems. Russell is telling the team to settle down. He has it under control. Russell, he runs in now to bowl to Ali Shah. Always just trying to flick that one. It passed through to the leg side. It wide signal. So the score moves on to 16 for 4. And over number 4. Over number 4, bowled by Andre Russell. That was a beautiful delivery though by Andre Russell to get a boya. Really beautiful hit the off stump. Andre Russell at top of his mark. In passes now umpire now bowl to Ali Shah, who covers that up to the man at the point region. There's no run scored. Chase Fields. I changed my mind. I'm happy. No, I love this pitch. Yeah, I mean, West Indies, didn't have things their own way and they had to work pretty hard to get 173. So I knew that it was always going to be a struggle for the Ugandan batters. SO says, guess I'll be going to bed early tonight. Alisha Russell bowls to Alisha, who plays that one to the cover area. There's no run scored. The score remains on 16 for 4. Andre Russell in his very first over. West Indies trying to restrict Ugandans for as small a total as possible to get their net run rate up. Russell pass the umpire now, bowl to Ali Shaw, who is just edging that one past the second slip. The man at the wide third man here runs around and they get 2 runs. And that is all they'll get. So Ali Shaw is off the mark. He get 2 runs easily there. 18 for 4 in over number 4. Russell goes back to his mark. He's about to bowl the 5th delivery. Aisha, he settles. Russell turns at the top of his mark. He passes the umpire just about now. Bowls Ali Shaw, and it's a short delivery. He just wait on that delivery and just guides it down to the third man area for an easy single. Well played by Ali Shaw. Another run is scored. The score moves on to 19 for 4 in over number 4. Jason Humphrey says match is sticking. So this Wisewa comes back into strike. He's about to face his very first delivery from Andre Russell. Andre Russell is at the top of his mark. He's going to come to bowl to Wisewa. He turns, pass the umpire, no, bowl to Wisewa, bowl. Yorker, well bowled, Andre Russell. He dug out by Wisewa. So at the end of over number 4, the Ugandans there are 19 for 4. Over to you, Carter.
Thank you very much, Andre. So Uganda 19 for 4. I hope they continue with Hussein. Yes, they are actually continuing Hussein. So it's nice to see that they're going to continue with Hussein as he comes in round the wicket ball and that one turn across the batsman and there is no run. Hussein is getting this ball to literally talk. That was, yes, so it was a wonderful Yorker by Russell. That one from Hussein just pitched on about 4th stump. Let's watch him. Round the wicket, ball to Riaz again. He's turning this ball. Hussein is turning the ball. This surface in Guyana, wow. And they have to do something about it because we heard that if India reach the semifinals, this is where India are going to play. Let's watch now as Hussein comes in, ball to Riaz, and that's arm delivery, came off the edge, dropped short of first slip. Well, let's see. Came off the inside edge, dropped short of first slip, and there is no run. The required run rate has touched 10. You know, so I heard somebody saying that India will play the semi-final in Guyana. And was this pitch put down for that? Hussein comes in now, bold. He didn't read the arm ball. It came back in and it knocked back the stump, and West Indies have picked up their 5th wicket. Hussein gone number 3. That's lovely. It came back in and it knocked back the stump. 19 for 5. Lovely delivery by Hussein. Jamal Small is saying that I'm going to give Uganda a free batting class. I want to see them perform better. From where are you? Kushka Kira, I don't. You're talking about India, yes. It is said that India will play their semifinals in Guyana if they reach the semifinals. I think that's what came out, you know. So Jason Humphrey saying, you see West Indian fans is happy now. Yes, they are happy now. And that's why I was saying that don't worry that. You remember when we reached 41, I said that West Indies have enough on the board already to win. You remember that, Jason Humphrey? You know? Yes, so, you know, it's clear as we watch now as Jason Humphrey saying, lol, isn't the semis being played in T&T? No, one in Trinidad and one in Guyana. So one in Trinidad. Selector Birdman, I consider before I read your comment because you were the one who posted that you were happy that the West Indies captain out. And I think about it before I read your comment, but I'm going to move on. I'm going to read your comments. So Selector Birdman is saying, I realize a lot of people in this chat haven't been watching Uganda play. They cannot bat. I don't know how you come to that conclusion that you know that they haven't been watching. I don't know. As that one was turned into, I was reading the chat and I never saw who is batting, but the score, that one came back from Hussein and knocked back the stump. And so we really hope that West Indies can. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the cricket. 20 for 5. One to come in over number 5. Steve Russell said that this is the first time. He said, yes, I was happy. He wasn't doing much for me out there. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, Hussein bowls that one turn, but he pulled out the sweep. That is Waswa pulled out the sweep, and they got a singer. So after 5 overs, Uganda are 21 for 5, replying to 173 made by the West Indies. They need 174 to win. I don't think that is in the question. The question is, can they bat 10 overs? And that really, I think West Indies should definitely look into get them out before the 10 over mark and sending a clear message to the other teams in the group as they drive up their net run rate. West Indies all the way. Yes, Solo Tall Boy, West Indies all the way. Jay, it's the first from evening I'm seeing you. Welcome to the chat. That was a very good setup by Hussein. Yes, even the first batsman was a good setup too. I said, because Mr. Cricket 4, many of them are worried about the total we posted, and it is clear Uganda can't make anything over 100. Agree with you, Selector Birdman. Well said. There's no doubt about that. Alzarri Joseph comes into the attack. Michael Douglas is saying, I saw Uganda against Afghanistan pace bowlers, and they were completely useless. Alzarri should knock over the tail in 2 overs. So Alzarri makes his way now. Over the wicket, bowl, and that one beaten outside the half stump. He was late on the shot. It shaped away. You know, seriously, we need 3 slips for these batsmen. 3 slips. 3 slips and a goal. Test match cricket was supposed to be played now. 3 slips, a goal, a forward short leg, and knock them over before the 10th over. We just need to get over this game and done with it. Definitely. Kusaga here, it seems like New Zealand versus West Indies will be the decider for Super 8. That will be on Wednesday in Trinidad. As Wasia waits for Joseph, he's nervous. You can see it. One delivery gone so far and over number 6. Jamor Small, as Joseph makes his way in, I'll read your comment after this delivery. 2 slips, he bowled, and the batsman defend out into the offside. They're looking for a single. That is not on. The score remains at 21 for 5. When Uganda get knocked out, come Warner Park, and we will train together. Oh, so they should come to St. Vincent when they got knocked out. I want to tell you though, Jamor Small, I think Uganda is going home to a hero's welcome. After beating Papua New Guinea, they'll probably be getting some land or some money or some house when they go home. Trust me, I just think so. Short, the batsman ducked through to the keeper. That's Alzarri working up some pace here, 21 for 5. 3 deliveries gone in over number 6. That's 142 kilometers per hour, just touching about 88 miles per hour there. And we must remember that Uganda knocked Zimbabwe out of the World Cup. Zimbabwe and Uganda were in the same African qualifying zone, and the qualification for the 2026 World Cup already started in Europe. There will be some matches playing in Italy. Joseph over the wicket, ball down the leg side, through to the keeper, white signal by the umpire, 22 for 5 in over number 6, sorry. Yes, so the qualification process for the 2026 World Cup, which will be held in Sri Lanka and India, have already started in Italy. So you have teams like France, Italy, Isles of Man, those teams playing in that tournament. I think it's an 8-team tournament, and so the qualification process starts already. So Joseph Bull to Wasia, who plays it out to forward, square leg, and there's no run. Motie swoops in on the delivery. I would love to see they go back to Hussein for another over. Bowl him out. He has bowled 3 overs thus far, and he have gotten 3 wickets. So bowl him out. He's getting a wicket and over. Bowl him out so that he will get another wicket. You know, definitely, I would go back to Hussein. 2 deliveries to come in over number 6. Uganda 22 for 5. We need to get them out before the 10th over and send a clear message over the wicket. Bowl and Joe taken on the pad. High, there's nothing doing. It's 1 delivery to come in over number 4. Score remains on 22 for 5. Yes, come Alzarri, Yarka. Get another slip? Well, yes, we could probably get 2 more slip on a gully. We don't need anybody in front of the bat to these batsmen, you know. Nobody don't have to be in front of the bat. You probably keep a mid on and a mid off just in case they lob it there, but we don't necessarily need. I watch you daily from India. Love your analysis. Thank you very much, Kushaga here. Joseph outside the half stump. He missed that by a mile. It swings away from him. The keeper failed to collect. That's Pooran. At the end of over number 6, the score is 22 for 5. So what happened there? Oh, they just tying Pooran shoelace. So after 6 overs, at the end of the power play, Uganda chasing 174 to win, 22 for 5, and it looks like Akeal Hussein is going to continue. So I'm happy to see that Hussein is continuing as we welcome back Andre. Welcome back, Andre.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carlton. And I'm very much happy to see Hussein, you know, that Hussein will continue his last over. So let us see how he will finish here. He has bowled beautifully thus far. Uganda 22 for 5 in over number 7. It's going to be Nakrani to face Akeal Hussein. Akeal Hussein 3 for 10 from 3 overs. Mr. Casanova said, Joseph smiling. Wow, never see that before. Okay. So Nakrani to face up to Akeal Hussein. So it's the end of the power play. It's going to be Akeal Hussein to bowl to Nakrani. Hussein 3 for 10 from his 3 overs. He settles, he waits for Hussein. Hussein over the wicket to bowl to Nakrani. It's bowl him! Bowl him through the gate. And there was Nakrani coming forward, missed it complete, and he's bowled. Beautiful bowling from Akeal Hussein. So it's another one goes. It's 22 for 6. Nakrani goes for a duck. And Uganda doesn't seem as if they'll get to the 40 runs here. Beautiful ball by Akeal Hussein. Tossing that one up, flighted, beating Nakrani through the gate, bowling all over the place. And Akeal Hussein gets his 4th wicket. Bowl Nakrani for a duck. SOC still is saying that still think Joseph. Okay, Mr. Caston was saying if Pollard was in the team, he would have had a helmet and get right up close to the back. Oh, yes, for sure, right. Because Pollard loves to field to the spinners to have a purse at forward short leg or silly point. Hopefully, West Indies don't spread the field after the power play. Keep the pressure on. Yes, yeah, I think they're gonna keep the pressure on. You know, we don't need anybody on the bunch at this point in time. Yes. Solar Talk Boy said mad. SOC another one bites dust. Indeed. Says Masaba, the off-spin bowler who bowled pretty well, is coming to face the music. The music of Akeal Hussein, who is unsung here, bowling beautifully, getting the ball to rip. So he's going to try to get his 5th wicket in his very final over. Akeal Hussein to bowl to Masaba. And it's all smiles, Roston Chase and Akeal Hussein. Hussein. He grips the ball. He's about to bowl to Masaba. Around the wicket, a slip. There's actually 2 slips. I think Paul could even get a silly point and a forward short leg here. The ball is ripping. It's turning big time. Akeal Hussein to bowl around the wicket to Masaba. Oh, he's trying to see that one. He probably hit him outside the off stump. No run scored. The score remains on 22 for 6. Masaba is yet to get off the mark. Akeal Hussein in his final over. 4 for 10 so far. The Ugandans are 22 for 6. Akeal Hussein goes back to the top of his mark. He will come around the wicket to bowl to Masaba. Pass umpire, bowl to Masaba. Full length delivery. Masaba drives down to the wide long off air. They get through for an easy single. That is all there'll be. The score moves on to 23 for 6. Akeal Hussein is 4 for 11. Masaba gets off the mark. It's Waiswa to face the skill of Akeal Hussein. Jamor Small say, Duck Farm. Mikel say, can't believe Zimbabwe lose to these guys. Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe indeed, Mikel. So Hussein to bowl to Weiswa is in past umpire now. Bowl to Weiswa, who's driving at one, took the outer portion of the bat. No run scored. Pooran retrieves quickly. 2 balls to go in over number 7. Bowled by Akeal Hussein. 2 balls to try and get a 5th wicket. That's a rarity to getting a 5 for in T20 cricket. Akeal Hussein goes back to the top of his mark. It's a slip, and there's a slip and a backward slip. Akeal Hussein bowled to. Well, so he's on the front foot. Loud appeal is and he's gone. And there's a 5 for Akeal Hussein. There's a 5 for Akeal Hussein. Very good effort from the left arm ball from Trinidad and Tobago. His first 5 for in T20 cricket. Excellent going by Akeal Hussein. And Uganda slips to 23 for 7. So a slip and a leg slip. So Akeal Hussein has taken a 5 for. The very first time he'd have taken a 5 for in international T20 cricket. Well bowled by Akeal Hussein. Misses completely. That it seems to be. It seems a gun right there. And yeah, Matt. So Sega say Hussein on fire. Hussein on fire indeed. By Marie Sugar. The Ugandan reviewed. I think it's a review in futility here. Yep. Impact right on, and yeah, well done, Akeal Hussein. His first 5 for in T20 cricket. Well bowled by the young man from Trinidad. LBW, Jason Humphrey said LBW. So Uganda slips further into trouble. Well bowled by Akeal Hussein. At the end of over number 7, Uganda is at 23 for 7. The end of the 4 overs by Akeal Hussein, in which he has taken 5 for 11. Excellent work by Akeal Hussein. Steve Russell said, good job, Hussein. Good job indeed. Excellent job by Akeal Hussein. Yes. Alison Ford says, West Indies should assist Uganda in their cricket development. They have some potential, but need more exposure. Yeah, they need a lot more exposure. They need a lot of work on their batting. Their batting is really poor. Mr. Casanova is saying that finally Hussein came to the party. It's been far too long. Finally. Yes, Hussein has really bowled beautifully this evening. He has taken 5 for 11 from his 4 overs. Really well done by Akeal Hussein. And the new batter in is Mayagi. Jumi Mayagi, he will face. Oh, Akeal Hussein has 1 more delivery to go. I'm sorry, he has another delivery to go. So he's not yet quite finished. Let us see if Akeal Hussein can take a 6 for, a slip, a leg slip. Hussein, he rubs that ball vigorously. He's going to come to bowl to Miyagi. Passes the umpire now, bowl to Miyagi. And he always beat that one, almost got him. And that's the end of a brilliant spell by Akeal Hussein. At the end of his spell, Akeal Hussein have taken 5 from 11 from his 4 over. Well bowled by the left arm bowler from Trinidad and Tobago. Bring on Motie. Bring on Motie next to take a hat-trick. Bring on Motie next to take a hat-trick. So the Ugandans are totally at sea here. They haven't a clue about what they're facing in terms of the spin bowling here. So it's going to be Alzarri that will continue. It's going to be bowling to Masaba. Masaba is on 1. Uganda is on 23 for 7. Very unlikely that they make 40 runs here tonight. It's going to be a huge victory for the West Indies. And this will do a huge justice for their net run rate. Alzarri passes the umpire bowl to Masaba. He tucks this one to the man on the final area. They go through for a single. That is all there'll be. he moves on to 2. The score moves on to 24 for 7. We're in over number 8. And Jason Humphries saying, oh my God. Dean Thompson, is this for real? Yes, it is. It very much is. SOC still think Zimbabwe was a better team than Uganda, but for the better of world cricket, I hope African team get better and more competitive. Another delivery ball by Alzarri. There's no run scored. The score remains on 24 for 7. A really good spell of bowling by Akeal Hussein. One in which he got 5 wickets for 11 runs. Really, really, really well bowled by Akeal Hussein, the left arm orthodox bowler from Trinidad and Tobago. Alzarri bowl and he's edging that one to the man on the third man boundary. There's a single scored. Russell returns the delivery. One more goes up this on the total. Total moves up to 25 for 7 in over number 8. Over number 8 bowled by Alzarri Joseph. So Akeal Hussein has the second best figures for the World Cup tournament thus far. So the 2 best figures have actually come against the Ugandan team. Alzarri over bowl to Masaba. He's trying to flick that one. He's caught behind, and they lose the 8th wicket, and Uganda slips further, 25 for 8, and Alzarri strikes. And this coming pretty. The fat lady should be warming up right now. So Henry Bourne says need him to come good wins against New Zealand. Very much so. It's going to be a very, very competitive match against New Zealand. Motie don't even need to bowl. Motie hasn't even bowled as yet. So it is 25 for 8. West Indies just need 2 more wickets to wrap up this match. SOC would this be the lowest score in the World Cup? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure. Someone could check that out for us quickly. If this is the lowest total. So Masaba goes for 1 in over number 8. The score is on 25 for 8. Alzarri gets his first wicket. So it is the right arm fast medium ball of Kaiwuta that will come out to face the music. Alzarri Joseph, he turns his at the top of his mark. He's going to come to bowl to Kaiwuta. There's a slip. There's a man at mid-off. And the mid-on is going, I think he's probably going into the second slip area. A man at point. Mr. Castanova said, this should push our net run rate higher than Afghanistan now. I doubt it will, because Afghanistan had 2 massive victories. Nico Alexander is saying, let's out them under 35 runs. Yes, I think they can do that. Alzarri will come in to bowl to Kaiwuta, pass the umpire the bowl, and a short delivery, and he tried to fit that one. He ducks underneath it. Pace like fire here from Alzarri Joseph. He turns and gets back to the top of his mark. Mr. Bear, welcome, Mr. Bear. Early dinner tonight. Yes, very much so, Mr. Bear. Early dinner indeed. It's actually pretty late now, but I understand what you mean, Mr. Bear. Oh, that seemed to have taken the glove right there. If they had gone for the third umpire, I think that might have been given out. Ugandan just make a record. Thank you, Steve Rousseau. So that's the end of over number 8. At the end of over number 8, Ugandans are 25 for 8, and it's now over to Carlton, who I think will.
Thank you very much, Andre, as West Indies are on the verge of victory. But I must tell you that I do not like the feel that Powell had to Joseph just now. There's no way these batsmen can play Joseph in front of the wicket. So everybody should have been behind the wicket. Yes, Mr. Casanova, it's 39. I just checked the record and found out that it was 39 was the lowest score. Was it Netherlands? Sri Lanka. So Verde Fiver, good whenever cricket is playing. My captain Powell knock wasn't too bad when he came and steady the ship. Verde Fiver, it's a good West Indies on the verge of victory. Uganda 25 for 8. We're on over number 9. Mayagi faces up to Motie and that one turn across him is way from the delivery. His head was in Port of Spain and the bat was in St. Lucia. And the delivery was touching down in Barbados or Guyana bowl, and he just opened the face of the bat and guided it away down to third man. They will come back for 2. They're gone for 1. They're back for the second. The score moves up to 27 for 8. Motie guilty of being a little too wide, a little too short. Miaga opened the face of the bat and run it away down to third man for 2. So the Netherlands in 2014 made 39 against Sri Lanka. 27 for 8 now. They need 13 to beat that record. Motie round the wicket, ball to Miaga off the back foot, strokes it into the cover, and there is no run. Motie keeping a good line there. And the coach is definitely upset. 27 for 8. 2 deliveries to come in over number 9. Motie wheeled away, comes in. Ball to Miaga. Miaga swings, got the bottom edge. It run down to the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary. Shepherd, who whips the return into the keeper. Pooran, who pass it on to King at first slip, and now he relays it back to the bowler Motie. That's another single. It will push them up now to 28 for 5. 28 for 5 as Motie comes in bowl to the batsman. That's Kayuta who defends out into the offside, and there is no run at the end of over number 9, and Motie really sailed through that over just now. The score is 28 for 8 at the end of over number 9. So low score is 39. Nilo Alexander is saying, damn, we need to make history tonight and bowl them out on the 39. I agree. Murray Sugar is saying Motie going to take the last 2. Jerome Small is saying these Ugandan guys need real exposure. A little franchise cricket might give you a little exposure, but who's going to pay money? Who's going to pay money for them? Jamor Smalls. Thanks, MJ saying, thanks for the coverage, the Cricket Forum. You're welcome. We really appreciate it, especially those persons who are not able to watch the cricket. You're not getting any feed. I really appreciate those people. Shepherd ball outside the off stump, beaten through to the keeper, and there is no run. Miaga swings wildly at that one. The first delivery of over number 10. We need to get the 2 wickets in this over. We can't be here beyond the 10th over. 9.1 over have been bowled so far. The 178 is way out of reach. We're defending 39. That's what we're defending, and we don't want a tie. So we're defending 10 more runs. Shepherd over the wicket to bowl to Miaga. Miaga edged down to third man for 4. Oh, there's a field at third man. Sorry, that's Joseph. My apology there. I never saw the field at third man. They go through for a single. 29 for 8. In over number 10, what a spell it was by Hussein. Slick the Birdman is saying, ball on the off stump, Sheppy. And Oksana Older is saying, what up you watching them game in? Willow Sport, I think ESPN Caribbean, this is ESPN Caribbean, I think we are watching it on. So if you're in the Caribbean, you have to watch it on ESPN. Shepherd, ball at one shot, it whistles past the batsman helmet and goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains at 29 for 8. 3 to come in over number 10. SO is saying Yorkers. Yes, we need to bowl some Yorkers to these guys. But then there's another. West Indies is on the verge of another record. From October 2012 to March, as Shepherd bowls and the batsman drives into the offside, beat extra cover. And goes down to mid-off for a single. So the score moves up now to 30. 2 deliveries to come in over number 10. So between October 2012 to March 2013, West Indies win 6 consecutive T20 international matches. If they win tonight, they would equal that record. The one against Australia, the three against South Africa, Papua New Guinea, and this Shepherd Bowl outside the half stump goes through to the keeper. Now, if they win tonight, when they win, so if they beat New Zealand on Wednesday, this team will have the record. So winning tonight, they will share the record with that team from October 2012 to March 2013. That was just after we won the World Cup, and that was a summit team. Johnson Charles was a part of that team also. So that was a real summit team. Andre Russell was a part of that team too from October 2012 to 2013 as that one played through the offside. It was the final delivery of the 10th over. So after 10 over, the drinks break comes up now. Uganda 31 for 8, replying to 174. So if they win tonight, it will be 6 consecutive wins. As I said, the last match against Australia, the one in Australia earlier this year, the 3 against South Africa would have made it 4. The one against Papua New Guinea would have made it 5, and tonight is going to make it 6, and they would have tied the record. And would be looking to break the record when they play New Zealand on Wednesday in Trinidad. So after 10 overs, they are 30 as we welcome back Andre. Andre is with us all night. As I just read some of your comments as we have the drinks breaks, I'll read some of your comments. Dean Tomlinson said Willow TV. Yes, Willow TV is showing it in America, and ESPN Caribbean Plus is showing it in the Caribbean, in Jamaica. Motie comes back next over and ends this match. Hopefully he does. We really want this match to end right now. We're not in any delay. We just need to get over this match and ends it right now. Interestingly, was Masaba it for a 6 in this match? Because coming into this match, Masaba, the Uganda captain, was not it for 6 in the previous 2 matches, although bowling 8 overs. Can you recall, Mikel, did Masaba it for a 6 in this match? Over to you, Andre. Welcome back to the show, Andre. Welcome back.
Want to do the final rights, but it's over. So let me see now. It's gonna be.
You're a bit low.
I'm a bit low. Is that any better? Okay. Yeah, it's not yet on my screen. Let me just see. Okay, it's gonna be. I should think it's gonna be Gudakesh Motie, who will continue with his second over. The Ugandans are 31 for 8 from 10 overs, needing a further 143 from 60 balls. But it's just a matter of West Indies trying to keep it less than 39 to beat that record. Let us see how they go. Let us see if West Indies can get that record of bowling out a team for the lowest total in a World Cup, a T20 World Cup. It's going to be Gudakesh Motie. Not just yet. So West Indies have done a really, really good job thus far. We have Akeal Hussein, who took a 5 for 11 from his 4 overs. The first time Hussein would have taken 5 for in a T20 international game. So really well bowled by the left arm orthodox bowler from Trinidad and Tobago. You know, the West Indies have bowled really, really well tonight. The wicket, you know, as I said earlier, the wicket is actually gripping, it's turning, you know, it's pretty slow. It's really difficult for batting.
Andre, just to tell you that Masaba was it for 2-6 tonight. So the record of he not being it for 6 in the World Cup has now gone. So he was it for 2-6 tonight. You may continue, Andre.
Yeah, thank you very much. So it's going to be Motie to bowl to Miyagi. He has retaken his mark. Motie around the ball to Miyagi. He's flicking that one through the man at the mid wicket area. It's Rutherford, and they get back through for 2. The score moves on to 33 for 8. Gudakesh Motie bowling his second over. over number 11. Around the wicket to bowl to Miyagi, who comes forward and drives that one to the mid-on area. Motie skips across. He fields from his own delivery, from his own bowling. No run scored. The score means on 33 for 8. Motie around the wicket. He's trying to hit that one. He missed completely, taking on the body. No run scored. And Jamor Small said, Jesus, let me, that one missed me. It seems like a long time West Indies haven't gotten a wicket. Indeed, Steve Russell, Motie around the wicket, bowl, and there's Miyagi flicking that one to the man at the short mid-wicket area. No run scored. The score means on 33 for 8. Motie goes back to the top of his mark. John Nichols say, I think Uganda winning this one. Carlton gone to bed. Motie bowl, and there's Miyagi driving that one past him at the short cover area. No run scored. That's Captain Powell. The 1 run scored actually. The score moves on to 34 for 8. And it's Miyagi back on 9. Kaiwota is on 1. Motie bowled Kaiwota. Ooh, his loud appeal for LBW and is gone. And there was Kaiwota coming on the front foot, missed it completely. Motie strikes, so 9 wicket down. 34 for 9 is the score. Motie gets his first wicket, and Uganda and West Indies just 1 wicket away from a massive, massive victory here. And there was Motie. That seems to have been the arm ball. Yes, indeed. The arm ball missed it completely, whilst Kaiwota struck on the pad. LBW gone for 1. So Motie strikes, gets his first wicket. So West Indies just need another wicket for victory. Closer to victory here. Seat there. Marie Sugar says seat there. Yes, indeed, Marie Sugar. Jason for say wicket. So 1 more wicket for victory for the West Indies. SO said less than 39 guys. Stop them. Yes. So it's the final batter, Frank Suboga. And it's going to be, let me see who the bowler will be. So it's 34 for 9 is Uganda. 1 more wicket to make history. Come on, Motie. It's actually going to be Alzarri. Nice. It's going to be Alzarri. Top of his mark. He's going to bowl to Mayoga. In passes umpire now, bowl to Mayoga. And he comes forward and driving that one to the mid-on area. They go through for a quick single. That is all they'll get. The score moves on to 35 for 9. Marie Sugar said, smell the history now. Yes, we're getting closer. So 1 more wicket to go. Christopher Brissell said, I give Uganda some credit for bowling well at times, but the batting failed not so bad. These underdog in any situation, not quite seen that. So yes, they bowled pretty well, but the batting has been pretty. They have failed miserably in the batting department. You know, a lot of these batters they have struggled mightily. So it's going to be Alzarri to bowl to Siboga. Alzarri comes up now, pass umpire now, bowl to Siboga. A short pitch delivery. The batsman drops his arm. It passes to the keeper. And the score means on 35 for 9. Yorkers Alzarri, yes. Yorkers is what he needs to produce. It's going to be Alzarri Joseph. Uganda is on 35 for 9. Passes umpire now, both to Sugari, and he's just trying to tuck that one. They go through for a quick single. They move to 36. So they're inching closer to this. A leg by signal, they're inching closer to that 39 that they need to at least tie that lowest score and 40 to overtake it. Let us see if West Indies can get them out for less than 39. Dexter Clemens said, no, that's how we need to do it. Yes. Miyagi to face Alzarri. Alzarri passes the umpire now. Bowl to Miyagi, who's back. And who hits that one to the backward point here. The man at the backward point boundary comes off. He feels go through for 2 runs there. Yes, Christopher Bristol. Big up yourself, Christopher Bristol. What are my thoughts on Hetty? Hetty will have to rub the bench some more. I don't think Hetty will get in a game just yet. He will have to do the duties of carrying the water and the toilet for the time being. So it's going to be Alzarri Joseph. It's 38 for 9. Alzarri is going to come to bowl to Miyagi. Let us see. Alzarri now. Passes the umpire now. Bowl to Miyagi. It's a full length delivery. He tucks it out. They go through for 1 at the point boundary. So the record is they have actually tied with the record. So West Indies unfortunately will not get Uganda out for less than 39 runs because they are now on 39. 1 delivery to come. 2 short against the SO. Umpire wants to go back to the hotel, says Jamor Smalls. Alzarri comes in to bowl to it's bowling and it's all over now. And that's it. That's it. Over to you, Carlton.
Yes, Andre. So West Indies never quite work out that we got the record alone, but West Indies still bowl them out for 39, and so Uganda and Netherlands will share the record, and West Indies' name will be in the record book. So it's a comprehensive win by the West Indies tonight. They bowl them out for 39, so that's 61 and 73 is going to give you 134. So West Indies winning by 134 runs, and it's a comprehensive win by the West Indies. They work hard. The pitch was not easy to bat on. I think that this West Indies team is going to go far, far in this World Cup, and it's left to see what's going to happen at Brian Lara on Wednesday. Congratulations to the West Indies team. Congratulations to all the players, even the 4 players who are on the bench who run out with the drinks and with the towel and so on. See Hetmaya there hugging Hussein. Well done. It's a team effort. Well done, Akeal Hussein. His best bowling performance ever. Good all-round performance for the West Indies. We're having an early night. Thank you, Andre, for being here. Thank you all for tuning in, and it was our pleasure bringing it to you. Remember, though, slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button, and remember to support the channel. It's very important. They're scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Send me an email, go through PayPal, or go through NCB in Jamaica. Very important that you support the channel. Until tomorrow morning, when we bring you a live watch along of the Pakistan-India match, the biggest match in cricket. It's the biggest match in cricket, probably the biggest match in all of sport. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. Until tomorrow morning, see you then. Bye for now. Take care.